do that wooden dummy for him, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Section in there. Let me just start over.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Hey, no, you're doing good, man.
I gotta run over that section.
Just wanted to get this on tape because this is just too cool not to get a yeah.
That's what happens.
Cool.
Okay, there you go. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
They start to blend together after a second. I want to give it a second shot.
Yeah. Kick ass, man.
It's hard to do that while smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's a lot to cover, bro. Cool.
That was all 7 sections. I only made one mistake. I just added something. Cool. One little movement. That's
Yeah, I
it.
think that's awesome, dude. That's great.
Yep.
Forms.
I know. And fortunately enough for us, in terms of Chinese Kung Fu systems, this is a simpler system in terms of how many forms. And yeah, that's looking good, man. Heel rise on the center line, that's good. Now, here's a big misconception when it comes to kicking. At first, we think the kicking power comes from, as we see it this way in Chun Q, we see this, we're learning the structure, not necessarily the application of the energy, right? Yeah. So we learn it in such a docilized fashion that a lot of people think that the kick, they try to get power from the up. But the up is not where the power is going to be from. The power is going to be from a thrusting motion. Right. So really what I want you to imagine, Munson, is I'm actually trying to walk and walk, like pretend like you're trying to step on me and put your weight forward like you would. Now when you feel like you're going to commit to coming forward, that's when you lean back and that keeps your, yes, yes. And see, that'll come straight off the ground. And I'm just trying to step on you.
I see what you're saying. So you're putting,
It's basically, think of it as an exaggerated step. That's what a kick is when you try. Right, yeah. And get a good lean when you really, but it's not like you're leaning back. Because, again, the energy in the kick, if you watch closely, the energy in the straight kick is not just coming straight up. So when you lean back, you're not just doing that. Because you're stepping forward slightly, you don't want to end up doing this. So, and also to add power to the kick, once you put that forward energy, you lean back. And it keeps your center of gravity where it was. Right, it takes a little bit of practice. It took me years, Munson, to really understand this. And you want to try these from a shifted stance. So whenever you want to practice your kick, shift in one direction. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Good. That looks good, man. Yeah, really try and really pretend like you're stepping. Just put your foot up and just step. Literally like you're stepping. Pretend like you're walking. Walk for a second. And feel, and then get your foot high enough where when you walk, it's like this. Right, you're putting your weight forward, and if you isolate that into a kick, when you step forward, except don't step forward after the kick. Yeah, and then keep yourself in the same spot. Yeah, and it'll take some time. A good thing to do is, get on a surface like this, but maybe not that, because that's a lot of a break. But angle yourself. Yeah. See, you're angled right, but check this out. You're angled very heavily with an open maw. Just take yourself and turn yourself. Keep the same angle, but just make sure that your lead foot is facing whatever you're facing. So like if I'm aiming with, now take that structure and just aim yourself, like move everything. But keep that structure you just had. So basically like this, Munson. If I'm looking at this as my center line and I shift, I just take this. Yeah. They're very heavy kicks like that. Very heavy stepping kicks. Good. Yeah, dude, that's good. Very heavy stepping kicks. And you'll learn to do that. And again, it's best to do this from an angled stance, because that's where you're going to be kicking. Because the angled stance is preparing you for a kicking stance.
Yeah.
This stance has equal weight distribution. This stance can switch weight distribution quicker. Right, because now the rule is, it's a huge war in the Wing Chun family and all Wing Chun communities of what is the weight distribution between the feet when I'm standing here. So old school lineage says 70-30, sometimes 75-25. Very heavy back foot, so the light foot can easily be prepared for that really quick, off the ground, non-chambered, heavy length kick, that heavy step kick. Well, some of the new schooler fighters that are fighting more modern styles have had problems with that because it makes Wing Chun kind of pretty immobile because you have so much weight on the leg. Yeah. So in modern times, in my Sifu, we preach, because we're coming from that modern JKD boxing at school, we're saying 50-50. Always 50-50. If I'm saying like this, 50-50. But the rule is, when kicking, 100% of your balance is on the back leg. Okay. So whatever weight distribution you feel comfortable with is whatever. Make sure you're mobile, make sure you can move easily, and make sure when you're kicking, 100% of your weight is on your back leg. Obviously.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just simple Wing Chun logic. Like, that's just our way to escape the issue. Don't make it a big deal, but generally 50-50 obviously makes you more easy to shift, easy to take an angle. Right. And when you take those angles like that, feel that backwards bracing step energy. So that back, you feel it pull in the back heel when you take that angle the other way. Yeah, that'll help you keep your angle. Yeah. Keep your shelf. Yeah, there you go. Keep your shelf. Now here with this, be very in mind of neutral space concept. So what you want to do is you want to keep your elbow on the outer gate, but keep your energy and your wusao here tight and on the inner gate. So that way you're forming a tight tendon. Be very relaxed, so it's better for, yeah, there you go, that's good. That's what you want. This way, if I try to fire over the top, all you got to do is raise this mechanism. If I try to go down, you lower the mechanism. If we go lower, you make a gong sound. Right, right. Yeah, that was good. Now all the structure's hidden in that. So you're not committed to the line, because that's easy to manipulate you. But you're not leaving the line open and just having your hand here. Right. You've got a nice guard to see if anything comes against this wusao. This is a wusao, an extended wusao. Right. Just relax and let your bones do the work. And don't let me move you. Do some resistance. There you go. And it's the same with this. This is a miniature version of that. You got that same triangle effect going on here. And your wusao is a very, yeah, good. Good, looseness. And try and sink your energy into it when you feel it in a way to stop it, almost like you're resisting me. Put your energy into me. Push against me a little bit. Only when you feel the hit. And keep your hand nice and structured, and feel how your structure will stop. And then you just push in a little bit. Right, and you'll start to learn how to feel buoyant, to where you don't have to push, but your structure will be there. Keep it there though. Yeah, there you go. I'm starting to have some structure in there. So if you're trying to hit my wusao in, I'm just not going to let you. See what I'm saying? But when you pull back, this isn't happening, because I'm not really pushing you. Yeah. But I'm also not letting my hand come back. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And your bone structure will protect you there. And it takes time to learn that and really feel that, because that's what these lock fop drills are for here. So, so now you can feel the structure of your wusao without committing, because if you pull, I'll lock you again. Right, yeah. So, if you push, I'll lock that, right? Yeah. So, those wusao hand positions. And again, don't let the elbow flare out. Keep it nice and down. Yeah. And on the applied line, or the outer gate. Yeah, and just be very relaxed and just stay relaxed. The only one true thing this opening movement here is showing you, my elbows are in the proper position now. And that's really where they're staying at, right here from where they are in the opening form. Yeah. And then you raise, yeah, right there, that distance. Yep, that's the distance you covered. So if I try to hit you with this, you just seek the center of mass. Yeah. And you can just project that wusao forward on me, almost like a wusao. Oh. Yeah, and you keep this here kind of to cover you. Right. You can do that wusao, but you can also just trust the structure of that wusao. Just literally keep this hand energy and put it out there. So if it's, yeah, and really try and meet me with, and anything like that'll work. I skate off and see, now you can easily turn into a tansao. Yeah, and lock me at the same time, because remember, these techniques, ultimately, they're not meant to be done individually, right? A tansao is not just a tansao. It turns into, it's always morphing. You're always changing your technique, because that's the point. This system is not a system of techniques. It's a system of concepts. Yeah. So ultimately, it's just like music in the way that we can permutate it to ultimately equal whatever we can creatively aspire it to be. Yeah, that makes sense. While also holding true to the structure of the system. You can't just do willy-nilly what you want, but you get information from the ABCs of the forms. Yeah. So that's one of the most just general basic things, You don't want any trouble. Yeah, to see how you're still in that structure. That's good. You see how your elbows are outlining your triangle? That's what you want. You're on the elbow, but you're ready. So if I try to come in here, it'd be really hard. Yeah, see, it's really hard for me to do that. If I try to reach over the top, right, and really come towards my, yeah, there you go, good. And keep yourself lean back a little bit. But you were good. You were good to shift it the other way. Yeah, you keep your lean a little bit with your shelf. Yeah, that way you're good. And see right there, don't be afraid to take your head, because you see the right side of your face is close to my head. Don't be afraid to take this, parry up a little bit, and sink your head to the shoulder. Yeah, right. And you can keep your chin. The rule is keep your chin on your chest. Yeah, that's right. So if this is trying to hit me, yeah. You see, I just got my chin tucked into my, almost like my shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, right. That way it's hard for me to get to you, right. And then from there, you could just literally, yep, exactly, just like that. As soon as you block, you take control of the situation. We don't want to end up climbing. So this is climbing. So you fire a shot. No. You know, fire another shot. Fire another shot.
Oh, right. Just take control is what you're saying.
Yeah, what I was doing is climbing just then. I was answering with a technique, What should really happen is you fire a shot.
Right.
I stepped off the line, I hit you.
Right.
I didn't think about techniques. I was just like, oh, I got to hit and there's something in my way.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a much simpler approach. Wing Chun, because it's a Kung Fu system of techniques in the old school thought. Not in the old school thought, but just the general cultural misconception of Kung Fu, right?
Yeah.
Kung Fu is taught, in Eastern martial arts is taught in systems and forms. And thus we have to put it in techniques. We face the same problem in academic music, so you know exactly what I'm saying. You know, these are these chords, these are these scales, you have to resolve them this way. And then once the guys in jazz were like, no, man, actually every note, all 12, work harmonically.
It's just how you put them together.
Wait, what about Schoenberg? I mean, he had to make that whole atonal system that sounded like crap. Well, we just have atonality that functions tonally. Like, you know? So anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, in that regard, you know, we're trying to escape that. So the main thing you want to do is always be seeking control. That's our #1 in Wing Chun. Now there's a couple of other secondary concepts that add up to control. So we say hit first. You know, if you really feel like it's about to be a confrontation, don't just play it cool. Like we've always talked about, you've got your hands ready. Exactly, good. And keep your shelf though. Feel, when you shift, feel it push from the flat surface that is your shelf right there, so that your hips and everything are turning together. Right, and that's all connected to this shoulder. See, yeah, that'll help you keep that lean, because you need to keep your spine straight. Right, good. And keep your space taken up here. Because again, that's what's going to protect you. I come in to fire that shot. Right, exactly. Right. And just take my neck next time. Yeah, and pull me, and then you can just step and push me. See how you're angled towards me? Right. And get your elbow sink down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Push or pull, you know, sometimes pushing is just a quicker thing to do because it's just easier to think about. Pulling is sometimes iffy because, you know, it's relying on me doing this kind of thing. And sometimes you're so flustered when a guy's coming at you like that. It's hard to be like, oh, I mean, you can train it. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's, you take the angle, you hit it, and it's easy just to push and then run. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a thought. Just cool. You need something, man?
Oh, I'm good, man. Okay, no, that's great.
So yeah, awesome. So those are just some things. Yeah, see, good. Because see, the thing you're trying to look for with this lead Wu Sao hand is that flushness with the floor. That'll help you keep it from being like this. Because see, now you're not flush with the floor. Now your skeleton's buoyant. Now it can hang naturally. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the same thing, because see, when it's on the elbow movement line, look, it's not actually cramped up like this.
Right.
This bone is actually flush with the floor.
Right.
Just the same. It's just,
so that you can get right at that.
right, exactly. It's very mathematical. Very mathematical. And always keep your wrist, keep your tendons tight, but not with aggression. Just have that full rotation in the wrist. And see here, flush with the floor. There you go, that one looks good. Yeah, there you go. The main one to make sure the wrist is always that way is the backhand. Make sure at least the backhand, so that anything comes through, you can catch that. It's just sitting there waiting. Remember, the rule is, and this is going to take the time and balance to get used to this idea, to mix between this, but we say, have your hands, you see, your hands are about right here, under your chin. You need them to be about, we say hands up. Now we need to walk the fine line between not doing this. You know, this doesn't really some styles do that. You know, Muay Thai, they're really high. And, you know, they'll kick you and elbow you. But see, we need our hands up just in case that shot comes in. You're already there, right. And in this sense, you don't have to do anything. Slightly angled to the right, barely, and just extend your arm slightly, like cover the line with your elbow. Right. And just project towards me. Yeah, see?
Right.
Because your elbow's got you covered at this point.
Yeah.
And if you've got your parry and you've got your chin sunken into the shoulder right here, so kind of like lay your ear on the shoulder. Yeah, just like that. And then focus on touching your chin there. That's good. And that way you're protected. You see?
Yeah.
You've definitely hit me. And from this point, look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If not, just, and see what a real Wing Chun, see, this is what we really want to do. We get here, then you pull me straight into this. You get that, and you step into it, you keep that Fook Sao energy. That's like a specific attack in Wing Chun. And you learn it obviously here, right?
Oh, right,
You're learning that. You're not necessarily hitting the guy, but you're learning that there.
Yeah.
That is a thing in Wing Chun, because we typically were so inside, we end up here.
Yeah.
And you can just, and
Oh, crap,
I'd
yeah.
advise using the palm, obviously, but, you know, anything like a good fox owl, you know, but
Yeah.
most of the time they just smash their face.
Yeah.
If they can see them doing that. But I'm just taking
that.
this time to go over kind of the opening stance.
Yeah,
you know, just kind of like,
cool.
just to make sure that, you know, and again, you learn that elbow height right here. Because see, if your elbows aren't here, right. Maybe just a tiny bit lower. It needs to be very natural. Yes, that's perfect. You see, that's right where they're going to be all the time. So then you keep this hand here and draw this hand back on the elbow movement line. Yeah. See, there you go. Now your arms are up. And that makes sure, so if I come low, it's easy. You got a gong sao there. Right. If I come high, right. And if I go this way, right.
Oh,
You got your
yeah.
back hand, that's fine. You could cross pop.
Yeah.
If you wanted, but you know, that's always if, you know, you could just cover me with that hand, hit me with this hand.
Yeah.
That's much better. Right, that's much better. It's really much better. Because you're on the inside, it's a scary place to be. We don't want to be here.
Yeah.
We want to be here or here. This is a scary place because you don't have accountability for the other hand.
Right.
Here we have accountability for the opposite hand because we're flanking the opponent.
Right.
They don't have much use. They're out angled, and if they try to move this, that requires a movement of body weight to have power. You can disrupt them because you can push them or pull them when you're flanking them.
Yeah.
When you're on the inside like this, it's just they're doing this, and you're going to have to be like,
Right.
and that's just not really realistic.
Yeah.
If you train for 10 years and master all of that stuff, you'll have that kind of coordination.
Right.
But for now, when you get in a fight, you're going to be so stressed, all your gross motor skills are going to break down. You need to have a simple idea of how to fight. So that's just really basic. It's like, oh, step and punch, grab, push, pull, run.
Right.
You know, nothing.
Right. There's nothing fancy about it.
Nothing fancy about it.
This shit works like this.
Yeah, and if you, I mean, typically, and again, it's just research has proven that if you go into battle trying to do a bunch of complicated things, that just breaks down just because it's stress. You know, like anything in life. Like, for instance, I had to take this final exam, math exam, and you know, it was stressed really bad, and you know, a lot of the stuff I studied for, you know, just forgot because it's stressed out. It breaks down in stress.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that'd be cool to maybe just hit the first form or something.
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Cool. So here we've got our concept section. We're focusing on one of the main ideas of Silim Tao, which is the Lot Sao Chit Chun, flowing energy towards center of mass, or essentially in another term, we're learning how to put our elbow on our inner gate, and all the various distances your elbow can be on the inner gate before it has to pull out and support the hand while it's on the inner gate, depending on how far your arm is in or out. You see right here, my arm's out enough to where my elbow's starting to hit the inner gate, so it needs to be there, you see. Once you get farther back though and your elbow hits the movement line, only your wrist and forearm are going to be on that inner gate, but it's supported by the structure of that triangular motion that we were talking about here, of the elbow movement line. So the Lot Sao Chit Chun. Alright, here's a whole bunch of different stuff that's happening with these motions that can be interpreted. A lot of it's really just anti-grappling. If a guy's holding you and trying to work you towards the ground or hit you with knees, those motions are really going to help you to cover that.
Yeah.
These motions here that we just learned, the double fox house, those are for turning lines and covering your face.
Yeah.
And the bar arms we used are more anti-grappling concepts.
Yeah.
And the finger thrust you saw are again more blocking and line controlling concepts. We just learned those are applied pak sao.
Yeah.
Applied pak sao. So we're going to our outer gate, we're going to the inner gate, and the outer gate, and we're covering the outer gate on the low side. Coming back up to the outer gate, flowing towards the inner gate, raising up.
Oh, was that raise up?
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. I taught you differently when I first showed you. It's okay. Then, right, then we go to our inner gate. Then we cover that lower gate on the outer gate. Then we go towards the center and we raise up. And we apply our bong sound. So it's not an applied bong sound. It's just learning it, introducing it more than anything. Good. Now here, we can do the harsh gum sound. Now with that final movement here, with this, focus on the elbow driving towards the center line as it comes so that you don't have your elbow fanned out, but that it's driving towards the center of mass. Like I'm almost driving it towards the center of mass. Yeah, so make it kind of feel like it's coming in a little bit when it comes out. Because if you think about it, if you look at this structure here, Munson, if I just unhinge this, this is actually allowing my elbow to come forward. If you watch my elbow, it's actually allowing it to come forward by unhinging. So instead of just moving the structure like that, I'm going to let my elbow focus on the fact that my elbow can move forward. Yeah. And then when you do the punches here, the same thing. You're learning actually the energy for your chain punches here. If you watch this, and you start your first punch, and then here you're focusing on the elbow driving, right, the elbow, good, the power's coming from the elbow. And then over time you don't have to have that level of connection. But everybody when they first start out with chain punches does that. And I did too. And some people still do it like Sifu. In the first form only, he does his chain punches like this. But in reality, you'll actually just drop that lead hand once it shoots just enough to clear. There won't be any contact because that friction will slow you down in reality. But it's good to practice them that way at first because you're really reinforcing the elbow energy.
I'm exaggerating this idea.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, buddy, trust me. The thing that'll help here, you feel how you're kind of hitting this part of your hand and it's uncomfortable and you're kind of, when this hand starts to fire over, turn your hand like this. Try it. Now turn this hand. There you go. Now you won't hit the top of your hand. And do it slowly. Turn this hand. Keep this hand straight. There you go. Let's turn this hand. There you go. And then as soon as it gets back, straighten it back.
Oh, right.
As soon as it gets back. This motion is only just to help you clear your so turn the, yeah, there you go. Now right now, go ahead and immediately just do that. Now fire the shot. Now turn it. Before you fire that shot, turn it. Yeah, now turn it. Yep, good. Do it just like that. That way you can practice having your driving elbow energy and you won't hit the top of your hand. Because sometimes when you're practicing that really hard, you'll deck the shit out of this part of your hand. Yeah. And obviously, I understand how that sucks because we're musicians.
Right.
It hurts to damage our thumb like that.
All good. Yeah.
But yeah, just, fire that shot, turn it. Start with one.
Yeah, just go ahead and start with that, yeah.
Yep, there you go. Yep, and then turn it. Good. And practice it very slowly at first to make sure that you don't want to fire this fist like this. You don't want to fire a punch like that, right? In Zingy they do that, but that's a good way to have a broken fist. It only works if you're really close range and I'm trying to hit you in the throat and I'm trying to clear your chin a little bit. I would just fox out you then, not punch you.
Yeah.
There you go, man. But yeah, that's that. Cool. But I mean, I would go over Chun Q. I feel like there's a lot of information being circulated. So I'd like to maybe just show you the third section on the wooden
dough. Yeah, that'd be great, man.
Can I see the first two?
Yeah. Oh, and then, because you were doing 1, 2, so, right.
There you go.
Oh wait, pop.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. There you go. Alright, good. Now this section, the way it's going to end is come back with this low ball here. Finish your kick. Come in with your quad sal. Right. Now come up with the Chun Q, double jump sal. Now here, you're going to kind of allow your structure just to elevate the slightest amount, very, very slight. And as you come over the top, you're going to sink down, hit like this. So it just looks like this. All you're really trying to do is be really tight, like you're double gensaling. And then you're going to come straight back up through the middle. And it's imperative here that you crouch deep down. You know, just kind of crouch, sink farther down, and then step back to your normal position here. And then your arms are just going to come over the top and do that double jump sal, double talk sal.
Okay. So it starts out
double jump sal. Yeah, be a little closer. Just a little bit. There you go. And really come inside, you know, like your double jump sound here. Yeah, come into it hard. There you go. Now, be real tight as you can. Now sink down here. Yeah, just crouch down a little more. Now, as you rise up, you're coming back up through the middle and hitting both palms of the face or neck. Yep. A little bit higher. Yeah. Now you see how close you are to these arms. Let it sink over the top and do double jump down. Double top. Good. That's that section. Let me do it so I can think about that sequence. Cool. Now here, you're going to start with the left side. Now this is really important. You've started to learn this a little bit in the second section with the Porch as you start to see you ma, Y-I-U, you ma. Ma always means stance. So if we talked about ma, I'm sure it's sunk in. But you means waste energy. Is essentially what we're saying. And you're learning here with the Porch. Just like
yeah.
Right, we got our U-Ma going on.
Cool.
Now that's huge. That's a huge part of the Wing Chun system because that's really how we're using our body to come up with our power to overcome for the fact that we're not necessarily, in theory, the quickest, fastest, etc. person with attributes.
Right.
So we got to use our body efficiently and as a unit to get the most out of it. So here, after you've closed with this, you're not going to retract your hands. You're going to reach over the top here. And you're going to shift to the left with a jump sal, and you're going to pull with almost like a bong sal type arm, but don't go a huge angle, you're just opening up, so it looks like this. So drive in with that jump sal. The focus should be on the jump sal.
Oh, right on. So this,
yeah,
right.
And then you pull out.
And then,
here, it'll make more sense if I show you an application of what happens. What's happening is, see that open, right? See what's happening?
Yeah.
So I'm just pulling you out, and I see my elbows flowing towards the center of mass.
Okay.
So that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
And then and then you go underneath, and just do the same thing on the other side.
Okay.
It looks trickier than it is.
Okay. So I'm like here.
Right.
And I'm pulling this on.
And you're feeling the energy. No, just a jump sal.
Just a jump sal.
Yeah. But don't go forward towards them at all. Just go into the arm. Right. Except towards the center of mass though. But have your arm like this. Yeah. So you're feeling the elbow. This connected to this. So when you shift, all that is a unit that as a wall hits this and seeking the center of mass.
Gotcha.
So open up your hand. Yeah. And feel.
So it's gonna be like feeling it like a.
Right. And use this as you're turning sideways as more like a hook. So that because you're turning and you have this hook, it's pulling it that way. While you're driving, keep the elbow down. Yeah, right, exactly. Right, yeah. And then here, let this, yeah, just don't focus on the hooked hand at all. Just let that be like this, yeah. There you go. So if I show you one more time, that's looking good.
And it's
Okay, I know it's tricky looking. It's trickier looking than it is. I know it's actually a really useful thing, and you don't really see that in any of the forms. This is kind of a one unique wooden dummy thing. Okay, so we got now the focus is on this being connected to this, and when I shift left, I feel the energy as a unit driving from my elbow to his center of mass. Just like this, okay? Right, this part right here,
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah.
It's just like that. That's all you're doing. You're just doing that. Except on your right hand, because you're turning. Because this is connected to this and your whole body's turning and you have something hooked right here. You're hooking my arm while you shift in. Right. You see, I go to hit you, yeah, and you're hitting, flow towards my mass, so yeah. But you don't have to extend necessarily.
Okay.
You don't have to push
yeah.
it.
And alright, so I'm coming from here.
But seek more contact on your forearms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there, and then
Yeah, instead of focusing on pulling, like you have to hold the opponent, just rely on your hook hand. Yeah, there you go. That, just like that. And you can have more contact with your wrist area. Yeah, very good. And you're feeling it drive with the elbow all the way
this is
down.
going under, and this is.
They're replacing each other. Right, see, they flow right into each other. But see, instead of focusing on your hand doing the action, focus on
The wrist contact.
hooking. Yeah, there you go. Good. And yeah, good. Yep. See how they just flow right into each other? It's a weird thing. You get used to it, then see you're dropping.
Alright, yeah, because I just want to go.
Other side.
Alright.
Yeah. So maybe I'll show you this piece by piece. Let me show you something else. This may be interesting for you. So if I do this right here.
Weird.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now.
weird as hell. Yeah.
It
It's one of the
makes
weirder
sense.
things. It's one of the
It makes
weirder
sense.
things on the dummy.
It makes
So right here, the first thing to do is shift to your right, and as you do, jumps out of this arm. And think of it just the same as this section here. You can see in this section, watch closely, I shift to the right to puck, right? I shift to the left to puck here. I shift to the right? So when I do this jump sow, remember we realign, right? That's all you're doing, except instead of realigning, you're shifting farther. You're actually taking the other angle.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a harsh, but it's that same kind of energy.
Okay.
So first do that. So be angled this way, and then
Okay. Cool. So.
yeah, right. Now and be as direct as you can. So when you're shifted the other way, when you shift back the other way. Now as you're doing this, feel like this elbow needs to head straight to that point. So as you turn, that eliminates the ability to do this. We don't want a swinging motion. Not that that's happening, but I'm just being very over analytical. When you shift, and yeah, really drive and make sure it's direct as possible. You're trying to throw it. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah. Right. Yeah, dude. Good. Except be right in front of the dummy. Yeah. And see, that's the point. See, it's not going to feel like me if you're doing it properly on a person because the dummy's not going to give to you. But you're still building that energy.
It's just weird going back to it.
Yeah. That's better with the jump sound. Now we'll talk about the hook hand real quick. Let me show you a piece with that. So if my hand's like this, and this arm is in my way, I'm going to shift to the right. And as I do, I'm just doing this. So my hand, I'm not even grabbing in any way. It's just, and see how my wrist, that cup, is what's really housing it? And then because of that, the tight Chun sow around. So they're connected. You see, sometimes my wrist slips off because it's so. That happens to me kind of frequently. But I mean, that's because I'm doing it improper. I should go with a deeper wrist. But that's the importance of the wrist. You know, the wrist is just, and you feel it because see, since the elbow is connected to the shoulder, when you shift, you see, it follows it. So that's what's happening. Connected to the shoulder. As I'm turning my body this way, it's going to pull whatever's there. You see what I'm saying? So you're playing, and getting that kind of power is all just coming from having the alignment to the elbow that's driving, which is the jump sow. Driving it right into his center of mass. Yeah, third section takes a minute. Let's go ahead and start with your arms on it.
Right, because
That was an
I'm going to
over-exaggeration.
be coming from this.
Right.
So then it'll be.
No, you'll just be on it.
I just shift into it.
Yeah, you're already on it. You're on
Right.
it. So basically start with both your arms on it like this. Yeah.
But this
Do it
should
really
be-
slow.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, go back as you do it. Good. Drive that. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so you've got this kind of hook right here. It's pulling it because these motions are connected. Right. And see, since you've got that cup, that makes the hyun sao around that's really tight a lot easier and quicker. You see what I'm saying? Because if you grab with your fingers, it's going to make your hyun sao, it's going to impede your ability to use your hyun sao. That's why we try not to grab with our fingers. Right, good. Good, 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 good. Drive with this elbow though, too.
Just trying to kind of get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I feel you. I saw that. I'm sorry.
But like when the shift, right?
Yeah, with the shift, with the shift. You just don't grab with your fingers. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
So the thing that can help is maybe just try and get your elbow a little bit higher because you want to allow your hand just to reach over and come up and under instead of having to come from the side. So you're trying to pull it back. Instead of trying to pull it back towards you, you fling it to the side. It's kind of like you're pushing it to the side. Yeah, 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 there you go. You're pulling it out to the side. That's what you want. Yeah, see? You almost intuitively did it there. But try and hold it. Yeah, just like that. Then work your tight hand out. Good. Good. Yeah, good. And see right here, this little transition, as you're going under, immediately start flowing towards the center of mass, and that'll make that tight. It's just like that drill we were doing with the hyun sao, and I would push forward on your arm. You'd have to allow your arm to bow out to go around my elbow. Yeah, good, dude. Good. That was very good. Yeah,
I feel like I'm exaggerating.
No, no, you're fine. See, this is just a weird movement. That's a better cup. Your cup's looking nice. Good. That's what you want. Yeah, see? Your elbow was a little lower that time because now you've got the right angle. And you know what the difference is? You're not trying to pull the arm back to you. You're pushing it out to the side now, which is good. Yeah, because see, ultimately the focus isn't on this arm. The energy is coming from that Chun saoing hand. That's what you really want to be focusing on. Yeah. Really focus more on the right arm there than the left arm.
Right on.
The Chun sao. Keep the elbow down. Keep the elbow down. Yes, yes. You're driving towards the center mass. Yeah. And you see, every time, this is where the power's coming from. This is your power side. Right. This will be a byproduct of the power that's coming from this. Right. Good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Nice and slow like that. Yeah. Good. Nice and slow. Yeah. Yeah. That's better. Good. All right, so that's down good enough. Okay, so good.
That's cool.
It's a trippy thing.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, dude, it's the sickest thing.
Got it, but
Like, no,
I know what I'm going
that's
for.
structure. That's good.
I know what I'm
It's
going
fine.
for.
Dude, you made like a 90% improvement. Just
Cool,
so you're fine.
cool. So we start with it already here.
You start with it here.
With it here,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So then.
Right, you just drive straight forward. Make sure the driving's in the elbow. Remember, that's the important thing. You're driving that bad boy. It's like you're trying to cover that inner shot. Right. And you're trying to cover that inner shot here. He's trying to hit you in the stomach.
Right.
Right, good. Yeah, good. As long as you coordinate it with the shift, have the shift, everything happens simultaneously. And if you say, where's the energy going to be? Right, the shift's going to hit with that elbow. All that's aligned. Right, yes, there's your U-mob. And see, that will happen because of it. You see how the energy's coming from the shift?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Cover down.
There you go, good. And as a side note, you know, your left hand looks good, your right hand's still kind of pulling on it. See? But yeah. And again, this will take practice, dude. This is one of the weirdest things in the whole form, bro. Like, this is a strange form. Yeah, that's looking good, Martin. That's actually looking good, man. I'd like to show you the next part.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cool.
You can get addicted to that and do it all day. Dude, I used to go to the dojo and just sit there. I still do. I love that movement. Especially when you're on a really nice wooden dummy and the arms are real soft and smooth. You just sit there and once you get good at it, you can sit there and just.
Yeah, just that one thing, man.
Yeah, you can just sit there.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And just kind of flow, and it really helps change lines.
Yeah.
But
that's awesome, dude. I completely forgot to put on music. You asked me for music like an hour ago.
I'm just spaced.
Me too. I want to put on some music. We can do some more. That's cool, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, put this shit on.
Sorry, I'm texting a woman.
Oh, you doing good?
You know when we just need attention.
Give me it. That's wrong.
Section twice. You repeat the motion 3 times every time you do it. Okay. It's going to be symmetrical. You're going to repeat it enough times to go on your right side once, enough times to go on your left side once. So I think it might add one to counterbalance that. So you'll see what I'm doing. So you go right, and then right. Yep. So you went left first. Now I went right. Now I'm going left. Now when I go right again. Sometimes people does this, left, right, left.
Oh, from the center instead.
It just comes straight up the middle like that.
Okay.
Okay. Right. That's the most important part right there, is you're going. So actually, once you practice, because that's the proper way.
Okay, in the middle.
Okay. So your jump sound is as normal. So really, it's at this point, it's just like the normal part of the form, and you close out. So you've actually been learning this the whole time.
Yeah.
See, that's what I always do every. So if you're. You see?
Yeah.
Now you've been doing it tighter, but that's ultimately what that is. I always do it that way. I mean, because
right, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
I see the shit of it. So from the top.
So from the top.
Right.
Is it a double jump sound?
You do the double jump sound.
Right. Come a little closer.
Okay.
One thing that I want to say is, for right now, you seem to be a little bit closer to your wrist. Try to seek more of a forearm contact. This is more what we need because this is more control. Cool. So just in general, all the way around, forearms.
Okay, cool. So.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Jump sound over the top.
Right. You sink down. You sink down. Yeah. And when you do that, yeah. Rise back up and stand, and you're going to. Good. Yeah. And there is a little bit of a standing more there. Okay, all right. And then you sink back down your normal stance there. And then you come up. Now you come back up. Now generally, yeah. You just do that kind of one motion. Right? Good. And then you just let this thing. Now, you just let this come straight up the middle and jumps out with that. Right. Just jumps out. Like this.
Oh, okay. So you're still.
Yeah, right.
And then.
Yeah, over the top and top. Close it out, right. Now you can do a bonk sound on the inner arm like the first form.
Bonk sound on the inner arm?
On the other way. Right arm, here.
Oh.
Like in the first one.
Right.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, okay.
Now you're going to step around and do that thing you normally do in the first one. Now you're going to kick in here. Right, now you're going to come in and close out like one.
Okay, like.
Now, but see, that was the beginning again of that. So now this hand's pulling through that. Right, now left. Do the other side. Do that. Right. Yeah, now do the right side again. Now when you come back under here, do juts out with this hand and hit here. Go straight to hitting here. Just drop
out
down.
here and just.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you close it out. And then bounce out on the arm with the left arm again, opposite.
Okay. So.
Right, and then you step around. Just go back to this on here. Kick him in the knee with your knee headed knee leg. Right, now come in with your quads out. And close it out like normal. Good. Section 3.
Cool.
So the most technical thing is that's called fawn sound.
Okay, fawn sound.
Right.
So I'm going, and then I'm going, and then I'm going.
Right.
Then
Keep that tight. Try and make contact. Like you're, like you're covering your quad lines. You feel that? Yeah, there you go. Good. See, you're covering his arms. He's trying to reach over the top and choke you. Yeah, good. Now you slump to the top. Good. Now here, right, left.
All right, and then we're into. Oh snap. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. Good.
And
then jumps out with this hand and hits you in the middle. Right. Then close it. Now palms out here. Other arm.
Oh, right.
Just like one more. Yeah, now take a bigger step, a little bit bigger of a step. Yeah, not that big. Half between half between. Yeah, there you go.
And then we're still doing this.
Yeah, because this is a close range kick. You're gonna hit his lead leg now. And then you're gonna quan. Now you're gonna use that reset to be on the right side. Yeah, now you're on the right. You see? Now left side.
Left side.
Yeah, now right side again. Now you're gonna jump with this hand and hit here.
Okay. So I'm going right.
Right. And now close it out.
And then
Palms out.
oh, right. Oh, right.
No, close it out. You're doing fine.
Okay.
Now,
And then palms out. You.
Yeah. Close it out like normal. There you go. That's section 3, bro. That's section
Cool,
3.
man. Cool. Oh, man. Wait,
Which one's
snap.
Right. Under. And when you make this final tox out, just use that.
Oh, right. Duh.
Right.
Alright. Wait, that was too many.
Yeah, that's fine. Just do it again. Alright. Jumps out here and hit right.
And then you go right back into.
No, you can bounce out here.
Right.
Right. Then do that thing out of form 1.
Right.
Section 1. Right. Good.
Right, and then come on.
And now use that reset to shift to the right. There. Yeah. Good. Get that good pull here. Yeah. There you go. Then you do it on the other side now. Do it again. Then you get low. Jumps out again. Right. Yeah. Have your hand turn like this. Yeah. You hit really hard with this cage. Yeah. Solidity. Yeah.
And then we're just.
You just close it out.
Oh, we're back to this.
Just close it out. No, you just close it out.
Oh, you just.
Yeah. And then now you bounce out of this song.
Now box out here.
Reach over the top.
Okay, alright.
That helps make your bounce. Yeah, there you go. Good. Keep the lead leg, lead leg. Yeah, and always hit that knee joint.
Okay, cool.
And then close it out.
And then.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I'll show it to you again.
Yeah. Now I got a little bit of a handle on it.
So you come in. Notice that my waist is driving that. Yeah. And then here, when you're on that final. See, the thing you're gonna learn in Wing Chun and doing this form is when you're closing for the left side. In other words, when we're doing this, you're always hitting the inside of the face. Okay? Now when you close the other way, like this, you're always going to hit the rib cage. It's just the thing.
Okay.
So in actually the first section, you go, right now, that's the normal side of the face. I'm going to do the other side. Bang. So you're always going to do when you're closing for the left arm's doing
even on the other form?
Even on the other forms.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Just now learned
so
about
at the very end, you're getting right in when you're on Wow, let's see. Okay, so the first time, which on the left side.
I was actually talking about section 1.
Oh, section 1.
Yeah,
yeah.
Anytime you close out.
Yeah, so
Most of the time you close out on the left side, most all the time. But a couple of these sections you do for the right and left side. Section 1 you do, and this section you do for the right and left side.
Yeah.
So when you're closing for the right side, you're doing this. But when you're doing this, going to the head. It's the same thing. This hand's always, the other hand's always jut Sally. But if this is the striking hand, I'm hitting towards the face. If this is the striking hand, I'm hitting towards the face.
Oh.
That's just how it is in the form.
Okay, right.
And that's just a little thing. It doesn't matter if you always hit to the face, but that's just a thing that's part of the form. Right. Right, good. Then you close it out.
Close this out.
And then now you bounce out to here.
Bounce out to here.
Yep.
Right. This kick.
Yep.
And then
Bounce out. And then.
Oh, right. And then I'm right back to it.
Yep. And then you do that. Let's see if you're closing for the other side now. You hit low. Right.
And then close it out.
Right. And then ball to the other arm.
Follow the other
Reach
arm.
over the top.
Right, over the top.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Wait.
There you go. Good. Now just close out like normal. I see since you're closing for this side, you hit to the face.
So
just like normal.
Okay. So.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So do section 1 real quick.
Section 1, section 1? Like,
Yeah, section 1 real quick.
Right. Oh, and it's all been like this. I see you're closing for the left side on the right. So
you hit to the face. No. Yep, you're right. Other way. Yep. See, that's the normal side. See, when I say for the left side, I mean you started on your left. You're actually closing for your right side. You see.
Oh.
But you started on this is the left part of the form.
Oh, right.
You see what I'm saying?
I think so.
All right. Let me just explain it. So in the section 1, right?
Left happens first.
Yeah, this is the left side. Because then you close the whole form out and come back and do it again on the other side.
Right.
So when I'm saying you're closing for the left, you're closing for the left section of the form.
Okay.
Even though that may be confusing because what's actually happening is your right hand. So you may get the. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're closing for the right, it's your left hand that's doing the attack.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
I think so. So in the first form, for instance. Right. If I'm doing the right side.
Yeah. Right.
Over here.
Now you're closing for the right side.
I'm closing for the right side.
Bounce out. Everything's normal, you know it.
Right.
And do the normal thing here. Now instead of coming in and hitting the face, because you're closing for the right side, you're going to hit over the top like normal. Yeah. Now what you're doing there is this part in the ceiling towel. Okay? If you look at this section, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing that
Alright,
arm.
cool.
So make it real tight. Yeah, good.
Alright. Yeah, cool.
And instead of focusing on what you have to do, just as soon as you're here, just say, I need to go straight and hit that. Just think that. Yeah, just do that. Say, I need to drop my elbow and hit that. Yeah, because it'll slip away from this. Our brain gets caught up in the illusion of what we see or what we see. And you do weird things to overcompensate for it. But really, you don't have to think that way. Right, good. Get your hand turned more. So you can hit with this part of your hand. Or you don't get your fingers cramped on your opponent and break your fingers. Yeah, there you go. And juts out with this. Yeah. And your center face, actually.
So I'm here. What am I doing here? I'm already set for that.
Yeah. You're actually just doing a section out of the. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then you don't close out. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just like that. Yep. And then close out. Yeah. You see how just by dropping the elbow, you just drop the elbow, it's sort of like that. You see,
I don't have this. It's like you have to train yourself. Don't think about how you're going to get there because you just drop it.
Geometrically, yeah.
You're exactly. Right there.
Right.
Because it's like your mind's going, there's something there.
Yeah, your mind's like, well, if my hand's here, how the fuck do I get it around like that?
Right, exactly. But it's
like, if you just do this,
right, it's there.
you're already there.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
And that's a common thing, you know, like I wrestle with that all the time. Like Stevie's always getting me like, Josh, why are you doing that elaborate movement? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, look, here, I'll show you. And I'll do something and he'll be like, look at all that motion you're wasting. And he'll do it and he'll make me do the answer to whatever scenario it is.
Yeah.
And typically, like, for instance, one of the main things is, you know, he goes to hit me here and I'm trying all this and my opponent's really driving in. You know, really pushing in on me. So I'm trying to do all the stuff where I'm resisting him. But see, the thing is if you do that,
right,
I'm just getting in the way.
Yeah.
And the thing he's telling me is, look, my hand's already right. Look how close my hand is to your elbow already. So when it comes in, it's just already there. And you coming forward brings it right over my hand without me already moving. So little stuff like that, like, oh, you're already there. Oh.
Right. You're right.
And again, it's just an optical illusion. It's like, oh, if I'm on the inside of his arm here, obviously I've got to do some kind of outer gate movement. Instead of just getting out of his way.
Right.
Look polite. If he wants to come this way, sure, come this way. That's fine. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you didn't hurt me.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, you didn't hurt me at all.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Nice.
So, double jump.
Yeah.
Right.
Underneath.
And then underneath.
And then just jump.
Oh, right. Jump there.
Right. Now tops out. I mean jumps out.
Right.
I mean juts out. Juts out, sorry.
Right. Juts out.
Right.
Okay.
Close it out. And then
Close it out.
just like section 1 in the form here.
Then just like section 1.
Right. And you kick the knee. Now quan. Other quan.
Okay.
There you go. Now you enter in with the right jumps out and the left arm doing that elbow thing. Good.
Yeah, okay.
That was good.
And then,
Right. Do it again. Here you're going to jump out with that right hand. And yep, good.
palm
And,
strike.
yep, and double jumps out. And talks out. Yep, good.
Alright, and then I'm going to do bongs out.
Right. But come over the top. Yeah, and the reason why is that helps keep your bongs out angle right.
Right, but then.
Right. Close it out like normal. See, since you're closing out for that side, you're going to hit to the face. See?
Cool, man. Cool. Kick ass.
Good job.
Alright, so again. And then. Alright, and then. Bong.
Just go ahead and.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and put them first. Set them first.
Okay.
Set them like this first.
Okay.
So you got to get that energy. Get them both.
Right.
Drive this though.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah.
And then.
Yep.
That. And then bong this. Wait.
Yeah, other way.
Oh, it's over.
It's okay. Right. Quan. Other quan. Yeah.
Alright, and then.
You're gonna. Yeah, good. And you're driving. Yeah, good. With that jumps out. Now you're gonna jump out with that right hand and die jump to the inside. Right. That's fine. Yeah, it works. It's fine. It's good. It's
Right on.
You know, then, yep, talks out. And then you bonks out the other arm. And step around. Kick the lead, right? Then bonks out. Goes out like that. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. But then.
Yeah, good. Bonks out that right arm and your right arm. One step around here, kick him in his knee. Bonks out. Actually, only enter with this. Just
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Let me take it there. So, here. And then just go right into this.
Right, exactly.
Cool. Alright.
Then you do the shifting thing. The right arm comes out. Good, very good.
But now it's.
Yeah. And then bonks out.
Oh,
That's fine.
right.
Other one. Yeah, there you
Wait. Oh, okay, right. Okay, cool.
go. It's alright, it's a lot of stuff. It's
I
a
was
lot
just
of
trying to
stuff.
remember which way. Alright, so quads out here, but then I'm going into the.
And then close it out.
Alright.
Close it out.
Just.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you did that. Yeah, so what it looks like.
Do it again.
Remember, the thing is,
That's great.
whenever, the reason why, okay. Again, we need to always put things in context of what's really happening. So if I'm fighting a guy right here, I see you coming in, I know you're obviously intentionally aggressive when you come to this guy.
Yeah.
I need you to be on the front, so just stay with me. I'm fighting this guy. You come in, let's say, just some kind of shot here, you try to punch me. So that's why we need to come in with a, this left hand is going to be first. Now, on the quad side, you see it low. But see, I saw that shot high, so I just came with that. And you see that here, right? So I cover down, we see that Chun cue right after we fire that shot. Right. But that's conceptually the same thing. The arm that's turning is going to be the arm protecting the outer gate. I mean, the arm that's the side of your body that's facing the direction you're turning. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's just, it makes sense. Right. So what's happening here is if I'm fighting this guy and he tries to hit me in the ribcage with this arm, the quad sal's protecting me.
Yeah.
Say you were trying to hit me.
Well, and then they become bridging hands to beat you into
Exactly.
something else.
That's exactly. But just to show you why you need, when you do this, it's not this. Because that's not going to guard you. This is guarding you. See, because that's, see, if I'm on this side, it's always going to be, it's not going to be this. Because that's actually leaving me open here.
That's what you're saying. So.
Right. And remember, it's because you're spreading the outer gate here. You're covering.
Right, it's not going to be this.
Right. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Good.
Yeah.
And see, now it makes sense because you're on the inside.
Right.
See, now you're spreading this arm. You're spreading this arm.
Right.
So it's just different angle. Right. See, good. That's going to cover it all. Good. And then.
But then. Oh, that was crazy cool, man.
Yeah. Right here, be calm. I want you to relax because your whole thing looks good except for the first one because it freaks you out. Make sure when you do that initially, that this is what's all driving. All this as a unit. When you turn, you feel it there. Yeah, good. That is a byproduct of it. This is a byproduct of it.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, see, that just does that if you throw your elbow up and let your hand stay hooked in. Yeah, very good. Now you can get your U-line there because you're driving it from here. Yeah. So then when you end up like this at some point, hopefully after 3 times, yeah, you hit the face and close out. And then bong that arm.
Top.
Other arm.
Oh, right. Wait. Yeah. Left first.
Right, left first. Good. Right, left. right, left first.
Right, but
And
then
then remember
this is where I was messing up.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So it's
Remember, you see, does that cover your outer gate though? Does that cover your outer gate on the low side? Right, because see, you're turning in. You're turning in, so you want to keep that covered on the low side. Right. Because see, you already had that arm covered here, so you wouldn't want to just keep it covered and try and cover it. You want to take the arm that's closest to the oncoming thread and drop it in the battle. Right.
But it's just that one for this, right? Because then I'm back.
Yeah, right, exactly. You only do one any time.
Right, but then it's gonna be
Right.
but then it's
Right.
and then this.
Now you gotta remember, because this arm was just covering the top,
Right.
so now what do you need to cover?
Right.
This arm.
So this arm is gonna cover down.
Right, exactly. And this
Right.
arm's gonna now cover the top. Good.
Okay, cool.
And again, it's that same jump sound you're just doing here. You're entering in with that same shift of energy in that elbow, the same energy you're learning how to use. Remember, after that, you just close it out. You've done both sides now. But it's fine. You can free flow. The dummies will practice. Don't ever feel restrained. If you ever want to practice something,
Well, normally what I'll do is I'll loop a form.
you can do, yeah, I mean, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. See, I like
Or
to
loop
do
the two.
forms.
I've been doing like 1 and 2, then 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
I like the loop a lot, and then sometimes I found it helpful to just take a conceptual movement out. and just
Movement
use
out,
it
yeah.
Like, you know, like I'll always walk around for a while doing this.
Yeah, dissect it all, man.
Yeah, dissect it all. So, you know, it's not wrong to just sit here one day and just slowly.
Oh no, I do that when I'm doing like the first form especially. I'll take one thing and just do it.
Like when I was learning section 5 opens up. it's the same thing here. You need that. Without it, you're just whacking your arm with a wooden dummy.
Right.
I'm not actually whacking the wooden dummy. I'm actually just turning my whole body.
It's all about practicing how you're gonna shift when you're.
Yeah, because see, the power that's coming is not me whacking the dummy. It's coming from me shifting and throwing.
Exactly.
Basically,
it's your entire weight.
Yeah, it's being shifted
in that one space. Yeah.
See, and I feel no pain. Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what you're doing there.
Your hands.
Yeah, but when I first learned that though from my Sifu a couple weeks ago, or several weeks ago or whatever, I just sat here for like 20 minutes just going.
Yeah. You know, I can see me just coming in here and just working on the upper part of that. Because that's the main thing.
Right, that's the main thing. Always make sure that this is connected to this. Right, good. Nothing that, yeah. Mind if I get out on it, Watson?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, that's nice. That's nice. So now that we've done that a little bit, I'd like to do some curls if you're down.
Yeah.
You're not getting too, I'm good. Okay, good. Because we really need to be getting more into that stuff. This is shit. Alright, I need both focus points.
The other one's there, yeah.
Move this bad boy over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah, that one's.
I'm going to use both of them this time. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to be working on angles. We're working angles in this group. So,
this is what we started talking about.
we're not going to be kicking, just punching.
Just punch.
So you're going to want to put your cigarette in your mouth first.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to take an angle. I'm going to do this so you don't react right now. And you're going to take a step back with your right foot and hit this at the same time. And then I'm going to step, taking up your space, and you're going to have to step the other way, preserving your space and hitting. So then, fine, you're fine.
Wait, I'm taking a step back.
Yeah. So feel like a backwards bracing step almost.
Alright, cool.
Right, and you did that, and now, alright, we're gonna keep it pretty tight. Keep the angle kinda, yeah, kinda tight.
Yeah. Cool.
So we start out center facing. Now step to the right. Right, now step to the left. And then start taking up the space. Yeah, good. Now you need to take a big enough step. Yeah, let's see how it's just a little bit more. Good. Pop it now. Good. So now we're going to do the same thing. I want you to watch my feet though when I do this. So go ahead and get like you're going to do it. Now look at my legs when I step. I'm taking the angle right. And you've mirrored me. You see this? For you, yeah, so you've mirrored me. You see that?
I see.
Yeah, now, that's the whole thing. We're practicing, it's called a Wing Chun. It's a long-ass Chinese name, but for lack of a better term, those Chinese names, facing. Facing means our lines at least lined up. We don't want to end up like this. My line's facing nothing, and your line's facing me. We want to end up the other way. His line's facing me. Cut his line off. But first, you have to achieve alignment before that can happen. Because once I flank you, you can't just flank me without first preserving yourself. Yeah. Chill. Okay, so anyway, what's going to happen here is you're going to hold the mitts now.
And we're trying to do the same thing.
You're trying to do the same thing, but opposite. You're stepping forwards and taking that. So you're going to just put aside, and whatever side you choose, you do the opposite arm.
Okay, so
Right, and you step right up to me. And you step right up to me here. Put that one up.
Oh, I see.
Okay, take an angle.
Oh.
Right, so you're working on your footwork too.
Right,
So this
yeah.
is for both of us. Right, step forward to me now. You gotta step forward.
Oh, I gotta go towards you. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I keep on wanting to slide.
No, dude, that's good. Sliding is the best. You don't want to take your feet off the ground. The more contact your feet off the ground, the harder it is for me to take you off the ground. So, what's imperative for this is you got your good toes pointed in. Now, when I do this, right, see how close you are to me? You got to preserve that. So now when you come to, now take the angle on me, step around, shift in and get that foot forward. You see how you're kind of wide? Get it in front of you. Yeah. That's it. You see how it's facing out? Face the center of my crotch. Oh. It's a kind of a different stance. See, now let me explain this. This is a little explanation. I'm sorry, but just closely follow and it'll quickly go by. What I've been showing you, and this is what Seafood prefers, and it's really good, it's more mobile and it happens a lot, it's called the Doigak Ma. That wider stance, you see that it's wider? And I'm fighting down this line, right? So if you look at my legs and you look at my line, see how I'm open? Now I can rotate farther around. And this is called your triangular advancing step. I forget the damn Chinese name for it. But it's more rotated around. See, now I'm going to be stepping. It's a more closed off stance. It's a more committed stance. So get your Chun for a second. And you're normal sit on talent, shift in a direction. Now good, you know you're only fighting off that line. Keep your same feet where they are and just rotate your body. Yeah, just like that. You see now your stance is closed off the step. Good. That's your triangular advancing step. When you take an angle on me, you don't want to land like this. Watch. See my feet? You want to land like that. I want to land like this. So I can take, right, good. So you can step in on it. See what I'm saying? I think so. We'll give it a shot. Alright. So what needs to happen is you're gonna take that step the other way. Right. So step out and then ankle in. Oh, okay. Alright, the side. And then get that foot pointing in towards me. Step towards it. Yeah, there you go. Good. It's a little awkward because we haven't trained this. I'm new to it as well. And so that's taking up my space. So then I'm mirroring. You can see how I'm angling off heavily. So then you're going to take that foot, bring it over here, larger step. So think of it as first you're stepping, and then angling. Yeah, and then let that foot, even if you have to move it a little bit, it's okay if you have to adjust it in the middle of the shift. So if you have to do this, right here, Alexis, you have to go. That's okay, if you have to adjust. Right, that's fine. Just make sure you've got your ceiling towel mop reserved and all that. So then you come in. Right, make sure that leg's pointing in. Make sure you're taking up my space. Good. Yeah, good footwork, Good. You see how I'm in a ball, so
oh, right. Here we go.
Right. So now, when that happens, so we'll come back here. What happens is you're angled towards me, so this leg's in front. Face towards me. Yeah, there you go. Good. And I just hit this, right? So now you're going to step back, angling this way, and I'm going to follow you. So that we're always mirrored. See, right now, we're ending up a little to the side because you're new to this drill, and that's fine. You're seeing the point. See, you're practicing, as the holder of the mid, you're practicing your advancing, and you're practicing your retreating. I'm practicing the same thing, I'm just punching what I'm doing. Yeah. So now I'll be the mid holder and let you, you experience this. Right. So we'll start here so we have some room to move. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to step this way and take up your space. See how much space I've taken up? Yeah. A little bit more angled in towards me. Towards my crotch. Oh. Yeah. So you want to pretend like this foot is going to literally do this. If you were up on me.
Oh, okay, gotcha, okay.
It's a deeper rotation than we're used to. Okay. So we're used to being rotated. If your feet are like they are, keep them where they are, we're used to fighting like about right here. But it's just a little bit more rotated. It's the same feet. Okay. It's just where your shoulders and hips are rotated to over your knees and ankles. Cool. Okay, so you've hit that, and then I step, you take up the space.
So I'm going to take.
Yeah, good. Right, and fire as you're stepping. Yeah, as you're stepping, very good. Yeah, even if you have to take time to think, but make sure you fire while stepping. Good. Now, I'm going to take a step back, and you're going to have to do step forward and angle to your left. Follow me. Right. You get that foot. Remember, keep it. Get it towards me. Rotate your body around. Just move this around.
Or shift it this way.
Yeah, just take your whole shape and just move yourself a little bit. But don't rotate. Don't. So basically, you want to be like this. Right, see, you're ended up wide, so you just want to make sure you're angled to where it's like this. Yeah. It's a new thing. We'll work on it a little bit more. But we'll do this first. So start from that nice center pitching stance, take a step back. Good. And see, we can do tighter angles here. Now I'm going to step towards you again. Back. Good, nice thick energy. So your right hand's good. Good. I'm gonna step towards you again. Good. You get an idea here? Yeah, looks good. The lead leg is still wide, it's still in the doigakma, but that's fine. That took me several weeks of retraining while I was training.
Right on hitting that angle.
To just change my feeling of that. You see, I'm used to being like this. You see, that's not gonna. I'll show you. Stand. Do this again. I'm gonna step towards you. I'm gonna take a step this way. Now, the reason why this happened is because you shifted so heavily that you exposed your flank to me. So you have to have a tighter shift. And that's why the doigak this is tighter and on one single, more compact line. The doigak line works well if you're really close and you need to constantly be changing. But once you're trying to take a line in advance, you need to be in a tighter stance, and that'll come over time. But the thing, we'll try it real quick. So I'll show you. First, I'll show you what I see happening, which is my habit. It's my way. That's the way I train. It's a good. You'll see. So if you take a step, let's say this way, you're doing this.
So too much flank is what you're saying.
Right. If you look at my leg, look where it's pointing. Where it needs to be pointing is
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So when this happens, when you tend to take the step, it's a tight angle. You see that? So see, if we're looking at normal ceiling Tao, I can take an angle like this. I can take an angle like this. Right? Total extreme. I can take a very tight angle.
Right, yeah.
So in this case, you want to take the tightest angle you can. So you're angling and you're covering yourself so you don't expose your flank. So that was a big angle, right? Yeah, good. Make sure your shoulders follow. Right. That's the key. There you go. Good. So we'll practice that, but I'll let you see what's happening with that. So if you come to step towards me. Stepping here. Right, good. See, that's good. That's good. When you step, see, you're working on your footwork too. So we'll try and get your doigakma in this. So when you step towards me, bring your foot over and let this slide over. Keep this foot where it is. Just let it slide over. Yeah, to where it's cutting me off like that. So I have to do this. See where your lead leg is pointing? And see, sometimes you don't have to keep this fixed. You can just rotate your entire shape. You can just rotate yourself a little bit. Not in terms of shifting, but just take your whole shape. Like right here, right? Watch. I just took the whole shape and just moved it. Just rotated my whole. I kept the angle I was in. I just moved myself. So like if I froze you like this, if I froze you, and I just picked you up and turned you in midair and sat you down. That's what I'm trying to say. I see you rotating, you're shifting the body. that's fine, but
yeah.
What's happening is
it's really got to be like take a step.
Right, but see, just let this foot circle in farther and be all right here.
So that this.
Yeah, a little farther towards me. Push towards me. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So, and literally, that's the name that's the same as your ceiling towel. Keep your feet and knees where they are. There's your Roigakma. Rotate back a little bit. There's your Roigakma, your normal one. That's where you're normally landing. Okay? That's the way you're normally landing. So your foot's not facing me.
Yeah.
But if you were to have landed, say I was here, and you were rotated, see, now you're in your Roigakma. So it's the same ceiling towel ma, it's just to what degree are you rotated over your hips. Right, good. Have this. Yeah, still that square. Yeah, it's just a more exaggerated form of the stance you already know. You're rotating farther. And again, that's not how you're always going to fight, that's a certain scenario of stance. And that's what we're looking at right now. Good. So now, if you go, yeah, it's weird. Does it hurt?
No, I'm just stretching it out.
It is strange.
It's like a calf movement.
Hamstrings are good. Right, so now, if you step and take the angle with this foot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Now from here.
Yeah, but see how you shifted so far? Don't shift so far and bring this foot over to equate the Roigakma. Yes. So once you have that reference point, you just put this foot in equal your Roigakma. Right. And don't shift so far. So now, when you go to take this step, right, see how? Right.
Gotta get this further over.
Right, exactly. And that way you'll be there. So when you take that step back. Right, good. Yeah, there you go. That's all. Right. Good, that's good. There you go. That's good. So you're being conscientious of where this lead leg is aiming, and that'll make you conscientious of how far you're shifting, how much flank you're exposing. Does that make sense? So now if you step towards me. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Hey, there you go. Good. Yeah. You're doing good. That's good. That was a negative. Yeah, there you go. Good, man. Good. So now I want to see if we can get you close to punches with that. I want to just take a break. Snap practice. Just getting late, man.
Around.
A lot of information's been circulated.
Oh man, that's great.
First, we're going to start on the center facing stance. And I'm going to take a back right bracing step. You see how angled my foot is. Now you're going to copy that.
So now you're going to go.
Yep, I'll fire with that. This one. Right, good. Like I said, watch your shoulders. Yeah, good. And now I take this step. Right. And see, what's causing it is that you're angling just too deeply with the back foot first. Try taking a tighter angle here.
Yeah, okay.
Right. And then.
Alright, so now.
Good.
But
See that? No, that's fine. That's the end. Because that's going to be your power hands. The hands going to the back. No, I'm sorry. It's that hand. You were correct.
Right, because I'm going to get.
Yeah, you are. Good. Now, when you take this step, instead of taking a big side step, you see the line your heel is pointing on?
Yeah.
Just follow that line very tight.
Okay.
Step in that direction, and it'll make your shoulders shift very good. So,
Alright, so then
how far to the left you step straighter back.
Alright, so
Follow that angle that your heel is pointing. Right, good. See, that makes it easier for you to have your Roigakma facing me. Because your back heel is not doing this.
Yeah.
Totally exposing your flank.
Yeah.
There's times when you want that kind of heavy shift, like when I get here and I want to drop a fox out into you, I'm going to go with that heavy shift.
Yeah.
But like out here, when it's a little bit farther out, we need a hop game. It's going to cover us and make us able to step in. And so the way to practice that is be in your Chun cue. You got your normal. Right. You got our normal sit down got block. And now if you just keep your feet and knees and everything where they are and allow your hips and shoulders to rotate farther, there you go. Now you're in your triangular dancing stance. So it's just
It's a subtle thing.
yeah,
Right.
but it's totally different stance. Like they have two different names. That's how huge it is. Just that degree of rotation. They even would teach us different stances. Most schools wouldn't even say, "Hey, it's the same as that stance." They would be like, "This is the doigak ma, and this is the triangular."
Oh, right.
They wouldn't even show you the connection between that. This is actually
Same thing, just that different angle.
right. They wouldn't do that because it's demystifying it. I want to demystify it because I want people to be good at this.
Yeah, cool.
I want you to be good, be able to use it in real life.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good work today, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Pleasure. Super pleasure. Yay! It was fun. Oh my gosh, it's midnight.
I know. Like awesome, man.
Oh, there's a little bit of elastication of Christ there.
That's awesome.
Actually, it's my favorite track on that album is what's that? Well, it's the poppy one there.
We'll just take a little miniature break here for a second, and then I'd like to just maybe work on some pop style drills just for a second, and then we can be done.
Cool.
Mind if I open the door, Mike?
Oh no, go ahead, bro. That's all good. Yeah, it's hot in here.
Yes, sir. It just gets that way, you know, we're being all active and badass. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
So cold out here.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Man, you want another one of these?
Sure, dude. I actually realized the only thing I forgot in BG earlier, and I'd like to just show you the form again and do it correctly.
Oh, right on. Okay, cool.
If you'd be down.
Yeah, that'd be great. Put you on the camera. Alright, cool.
Sometimes people close it the same way with a
Around
chain blast, just to be
punches,
formal, but that's not formalized. BUG is the most informal in terms of like its structuring. People do the sequences in different places sometimes. Like Ip Ching, he does this section before this, or he does it before even the Quan Sao's. He does it first. So right after he's done doing the throwing elbow section, he does the BUG first. And so, you know, the reason the form's so informal is because it was taught to Ip Man outside of his original first Wing Chun school, because he learned it very traditionally in Shaolin Temple. And he learned BUG actually because a former master in his line, who was a part of his school, that had disbanded from their school because he was trying to modify Wing Chun and make it a more well-rounded system, and what he thought of as a better system.
Yeah.
And original Wing Chun did not have BUG. Wing Chun was originally only Silam Tao, Chum Q, Wooden Dummy, and the 2 weapons form. So it was only a 5-form system versus a 6.
Yeah.
But what this guy, his name is Ling Bic. Now he's accredited as Ip Man's true Sifu. Right? So Ip Man learned Wing Chun first. But when he got older, like in his early 20s, he went to college to study geometry because he was a mathematician. And when he was in Hong Kong, ironically enough, Ling Bic, who was in his line and had been disbanded because he was creating forms that were a synthesis of other martial arts to add to Wing Chun, and the purists didn't like it. He was actually working in a fish market in the town that he went to.
Yeah.
And one day when he was out at market, Ip Man just happens to get in a confrontation with this old guy because the old guy knew he did Wing Chun. And so they spar, and then of course Ling Bic wins, even though Ling Bic was way his senior at that time, very old, old man. And so he was like, how did you change your Wing Chun to be so flexible and yada yada yada? And he was like, well, basically I created this third system called BUG, and it's the emergency form, and you see techniques in it that really aren't seen in lots of other parts of the Wing Chun system. We see BUG in the first form.
Right.
That's really the only true place you honestly see the BUG, the Bu Sao. In its original Wing Chun, that was the extent of the Bu Sao. It was a blocking hand.
Yeah.
And but in BUG, you're learning to, once the hand's been taken. Like for instance, when I flanked you and pushed you up against a wall, you could have just took your hand, put it up behind you, and took my arms off of you and flanked me.
I see what you're saying.
And did the same thing, right. So, anyway, it's an emergency system, and it adds into something the Wing Chun didn't have originally, which is the circle stepping, which is what you need to be utilizing when you're doing that to make your, because see, normally when you take the shift, right, it's kind of wide and you're not facing. But if you do the circle step, you can easily set the foot. See the back foot. See what you're doing is watch.
First setup. Let's see. Like in the third form, there's the punches, right? I mean, it's just like the other when you started, right?
Right.
And this part's the mute part. Is that right? Even some people will just.
That part's the move part. That part's the move part. The punches are not.
The punches are not.
No, the punches are very
still
important.
straight punch.
Very straight punch.
Okay.
And then here in BUG, you practice your clearing hands.
So after you punch.
Now, what's happening here is it's the same as we see in Form 1 with.
Like a plod hand.
But
But
when you raise the elbow, now you drop the elbow. Now you raise it, now you drop it. But you don't stick it forward, it's just raising and lowering.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Don't come forward, just raise it straight up. Yeah, raise it straight up. You keep your angle flush with the ground, raise it straight up, raise it straight down. Good. And you can cover an area from your eyebrow to here. So you want to cover that whole distance from the center, from your heart to your eyebrow level. Yeah, a little bit lower. There you go. Yeah, good. And then you practice it the other direction. So you're going inner gate, outer gate. Elbow on the inner gate, elbow on the outer gate, elbow on the inner gate. See, this is an illusion. This doesn't matter. Wing Chun does that a lot. It does weird things with its hands, but really it's focused on the elbow.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time. That's another example of that.
Cool. That makes sense. And yeah, I saw you do that.
So here, Bu Sao.
Is it shifts in the form too?
No.
No. It's just.
No, not in the wooden dummy form.
No, not in the wooden dummy form, but in the MDG.
No, it's stationary.
Okay, so
There's no application for that on the wooden dummy per se. There's other things that's hidden and you're doing that. What the value of this is.
so punch, clearing hand, and then
Yep. And then right hand again.
right hand,
And then take that to a tonsile, turn it into a tonsile where you're at, and then hin south.
and then Chun south.
Yep. And then then you close it out. And you just bring it back. You just reach it back. Yeah. But anyway, what that's for is if you say, so I can angle. So if you go to hit me, then you go to hit me with the other hand. Then you go to hit me with the other hand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I'm clearing hand. Right. So yeah, and of course all those oblique angles of it.
Sure.
But
Something.
yeah, you know, getting that elbow down, keeping yourself covered, and getting the strike in while taking a deep angle. Cause see, I flank like that, and then see I'm set up for the advancing step.
Oh, right,
but see, that was good. You locked and pulled me.
Yeah, cool.
Because I was bridged. So I should have dropped my arm, so you didn't have anything to lock. I didn't expect you to do that actually. But
I was
good,
just
good
reacting.
bridge. Oh, it was good. That's good.
I had a good teacher.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really good. That's exactly what happens when you get flanked and you feel your opponent about to turn towards you. Yeah, you take his energy because he's turning, and then here you don't have to keep turning. Push me now. See, you're in. Yeah, see, they're push me down. Right, because see, you've got control of my center of mass at this point.
Right.
Because see, and now here, and see how I'm feeling you still rotate.
Yeah.
As soon as you feel you rotate, you see.
Hacking elbows.
Yeah, right. And a lot of that's here too.
Yeah.
I mean, in the traditional Ip Man, this is only one type of elbow. But the way Wing Chun Leon practices is there's this one, there's this one. It's a little lower, and then there's literally so he practices 3 different types of elbows. So this one can be for really close range, rake across the eye. Rake across the top of the eye because that is so sharp it will really easily cut
wow,
when they bleed into their eye. But those are very effective if you throw this punch and you're starting to come over like you are.
Yeah.
Right? And so you got your good bong sao right in the flank like I was.
Oh, right. Oh, snap.
And if as soon as anybody, as soon as you go to turn around, it's just you push the guy.
Right, yeah.
Don't
As soon
let
as you have control, just.
So if you've got me here and you've got me in an arm bar,
Oh,
so you're gonna have me pulled, and you're gonna have that forearm on my arm. The same thing you're doing here, do it to my arm. Right. So use your forearm. Use your forearm. Yeah. Use your jump sound. Now start to push towards my center of mass. Push towards me. See, I'm gonna rotate like this. Now as I'm starting to rotate, see you're going that way. Yeah. Seek my center of mass.
Okay.
As soon as you start to feel me get free, you follow where I'm. As soon as you attack what's retreating. What's retreating, attack it.
Right.
What's wounded, kill it.
Yeah.
If you hit me once and you have control over me, I'm wounded. Hit me again. Kill what's wounded.
Right.
Don't, in other words, attack what's wounded.
Yeah.
One of the Wing Chun axioms is literally, it sounds brutal, but it's, chase what's retreating. Chase what's retreating and kill what's wounded.
Kill what's wounded.
Chase what's retreating, kill what's wounded.
Yeah.
So another way that works is he fires this shot, and he draws it back to fire that shot. I'm chasing what's retreating.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
retreating. And then once I've made that hit, I kill what's wounded.
Right.
So as soon as I have that opening, I move in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Attack what's retreating, kill what's wounded.
Kill what's
Yeah, that's a lot of the stigma in Wing Chun. Is a lot of these guys are over serious. They're practicing with Sifus, aren't teaching them how to get off the line. If you're standing right there, and I go to hit you like this, yeah, step off the line. Yeah, there you go. But you don't have to step to the side. You can step a deep angle, but just make sure you step off the line. So if I come at you, right, see that deep angle?
Yeah.
And now you've got me in that bar. Right, and you can get me right up under the shoulder like you did. Now start to rotate.
Right.
You seek my center. Exactly.
Okay.
Or right there, get me again with that.
Yeah.
I start to rotate, kick me in the back of the knee with your lead foot.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I'm starting to flee, and you push me, kick me in the back of the knee.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like,
right. And you're learning that here. Once you flank the guy and you've got him pushed.
Yeah.
You've got him flanked. It's exactly what you just had happen, right? Now that's a bare concept of it, but what you just had me in here.
Yeah.
That's that. That's the ton cell.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So this is the ton, and that's the palm on the rib cage.
Yeah.
See, that's on really solid plates. That's why in the wooden dummy. See, now if I try and rotate away when you're pushing my rib cage, I can't.
Right.
You see, you're almost right.
Yeah.
So that's why on the wooden dummy, this is actually not a strike. This is a shove, and you're not shoving him here like
You're shoving center mass
on the rib cage.
From the rib cage.
Yeah, so that's always pretty helpful. Sometimes it's quicker, you know, you get there first, but as soon as you can to the rib cage, see, they're just immediately
Yeah.
Except for resist, give me more energy to do something else to you.
Yeah.
So, in that regard, you know, again, you start to see these and you're like, oh, these look like this, but then it's like, no, this is really a concept that you're learning to lead to this. And then it's so much more enlightening because typically what it's actually applied to is much simpler than all these supposed Kung Fu masters tried. You know, like there's guys who will say, throw that punch. Okay, then.
What?
Yeah, because they're going, this is in the wooden dummy. This is in the wooden dummy, see? You block that inside shot, it's like...
Yeah, but that didn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's like, the reason why you do this is because, oh, I got scared. The wooden dummy's an emergency form all the way through. That's really all it's about. What if your system went wrong? I've trained in Wing Chun. I train in Wing Chun all the time. I practice doing drills. I practice doing bong sao. I'm in a fight. Oh shit, I throw a bong sao in the wrong arm. Flank. Get out of there. First is disengage. See, traditional Wing Chun is, oh, I'm going to stay stuck to my opponent. Well, good luck doing that. Good luck staying stuck to a guy when he's... Sometimes it's safer to do this. This is what's happening. Disengage.
Right.
I've applied a wrong technique. Get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of there. Then come back down to the line with a weapon up, covering down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. You know, a lot of guys, and that's a Germany thing. In Germany, they have all kinds of weird forms of Wing Chun, and like the Germans have just over-logicalized it and made it into this like fucking Sternberg of a Wing Chun system.
You must use your voice to destroy your opponent. No mercy.
No mercy. Wait. That was right, dude.
Are you doing the third section?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you come up with your right jump sound and you do your left pull. Right, good. Good. Yeah, good. And you close it out.
Right, but
it talks down underneath.
Alright.
Contract. Now palm on the other arm.
Right, so now it's
Right. Now, since you're closing for the right side, you hit to the face like normal.
right.
Yep. Just like that. That's section 3. Oh, you're trying to do section 2.
Oh, well, no, I just decided to go in section.
Oh, okay, cool.
My bad.
Okay, sorry. It's like sure. Yeah, you're free for it. Do whatever you want.
My bad, but no, I want to go through 3 again, but like at the top.
Jump south.
Oh, right. Then. And then. Wait. From here, my bad. Let's see, oh, snap. There.
Try to do it. There you go. And then touch that. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, but.
That's good, that's fine.
And then bong left.
Yes, sir. And kick that knee and drop the arm. Good. Then you jump us out.
Right. And
yep. Now you're back into it.
Back into the.
Yep.
But now.
Do it again on the other side.
So it's not.
Do one more time.
One more time.
One more time. One more time.
Alright. Oh, right.
On the other side. Alright. Now you're gonna jut out with that right hand.
Right. Then that.
Close it out. Belongs to the other arm.
Bong to the other arm.
Then you take that shifting step. Flank, push, kick the opponent before you push him away. Then you cover down in case he comes back. You can hit him again. Well, you just close it out. Close out with your left hand. There you go. Yep. The fourth section's even
I
more.
want to do that.
The fourth section's even more is more convoluted because you're taking an even simplest thing and you're just repeating it over and over again, and it's easy to get lost. So we'll just make sure you got this down before I do that. It's shown.
And then get right. That, this, that, then bong the other one. Or I got confused. Switch sides, which I'm cool with that.
You switch sides, but that's cool.
Okay. Oh, right, crap.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, there you go. Right now it's just
Then
good.
you close it out?
Yeah, then you close it out.
Okay.
You just closed it out right there. First time you're there.
Bang.
Right.
Snap.
Yeah, you don't do it a third time. You only repeat that section
Okay,
twice.
alright, cool.
Only twice.
Alright, so.
Do your.
Oh! I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Snap.
Left first, then right, then left. Now juts out, just hand hit the face.
Now, just,
Juts out. When you do this, feel the wrist.
okay, alright, cool.
So you have your hand straight up like this.
Oh,
And
right,
with the wrist. Kind of like in a wusao. And your wrist is really on it. Right. You slip it on the top. Juggle juts out over top. And you bump with the right arm. Other arm.
Oh, bong,
Bong to this thing's right arm. Not
this.
your left. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Those bullshit things.
No, you good.
Kick them in the yeah. Then you come in with your parts out. Then you go back into your yeah.
Whoa.
The only thing that happened was you just did.
I reversed it.
Yeah. Yep. Now you're gonna jump out. We'll do it one more time.
Okay.
And you can jump out with the right hand and hit to the rib cage with the left hand.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yep. Close it out. You're gonna box out to the left arm, or to your right side. Then hit it in the knee with your leg.
Okay.
And then close it out. Close it out.
And then.
Alright, dude. Awesome. Well, maybe let's work on a little bit of box out stuff now.
Cool.
So we're gonna work on the hands, all the hands. Box out.
Oh, snap.
But not all of them at once, just a few. Just a couple. Alright. So we're gonna work on number one. Number one in offensive hands. So we got, in terms of attack, what kind of attacks we have? Offensive and defensive. Now that's really an illusion of duality. The truth, if you want to mix offensive and defensive attacks together, you become counter-offensive. That's the heart of what Wing Chun and Jeet Kune Do are. We're counter-offensive arts, which means we're attacking off attacks, we're responding to attacks, or we're attacking to provoke you to respond to our attack, and then reacting based on that if we didn't hit you off our first attack.
Yeah.
So our first thing in Wing Chun is control. Now under that umbrella of control, the first thing that we say is hit first. That's exactly what I displayed.
Yeah.
When you engage your opponent, if you can, you want to be the first person hitting and you want to make sure you hit him. Now the reason why you want to hit first is not necessarily to hit your target, but you're intending to. You're wanting to hit your target. That is your goal, but you're not myopically pursuing that goal. Doesn't mean you have to sacrifice. I have to hit my target no matter what, even if it means getting my ass beat. Obviously not. So your first goal is to hit. Once you hit, you're most likely not going to hit your target unless you're just a badass. And that's going to take years of training.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not there yet, and if I got to fight, it wouldn't look pretty, I don't think. But first thing is you're hitting, which basically means you're seeking the bridge. You're seeking that attack, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably going to put some kind of something in the way, whether he hits or just throws something up. Then after that, it's going to be basically manipulating his energy that you've bridged. That is the counter-offensiveness. Counter-offensiveness is the manipulation of the bridge.
Yeah.
In Wing Chun terms, in Jeet Kune Do terms, it's slipping. He tries to fire that shot, slipping, you're out.
Yeah.
So, but it's the same thing, the intercepting fist.
Yeah.
It's a straight
Cool,
shot.
Cool.
So what we're going to work on is offensive and defensive aspects of the application of Pak Sao, and also just in the scenario of bridging in general. These Pak Sao drills work not only just what happens if you're working a Pak Sao, but it's working what happens if your arm meets another arm and there's some energy coming.
Right.
Now we're going to build a lot of responses,
Yeah.
a lot of what CBD calls mechanics, building some mechanics. So we're going to start with the first offensive hand. Offensive means we're attacking. So this drill is going to come from the perspective of the attacker. The one who's attacking is doing the drill. The one who is not attacking is going to be helping the person who is attacking do the drill properly.
Okay, gotcha.
So in the first offensive hands, it's just like normal. Now you automatically want to be, you can start in a center-facing stance, but I think for earlier students it fucks with their head because ultimately when you're doing this attack, you're going to want to be angled in towards me. So for most people, it fucks with their head, I think, to just walk straight into a shifted stance because they don't have that stance ingrained yet. So what's good is to go ahead and start angled. So other way. Right. Except that real tight doigak ma. Right. So you want to be.
Oh.
But you know, you just want to be right in front of me. Now let that foot go back.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Good, good. So now you're in that real tight angle. Turn your right foot in a little more. There you go. Good. So now when you step towards me, pox out that, you strike towards my face. Right. And step towards me enough to where you don't have to lean. Bring your whole body. Good, good, good. And then just fire that shot and keep it there. And stay in that stance.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
In the stance.
Good, good, good. Good, good. And then you step back. But stay in the stance.
Oh.
In the shifted stance. Yeah, because see, you're working on an angle. But see how you're open? Make sure that you're facing me like this. And your lead leg is pointing towards my crotch, but the other one. Yeah, there you go. So you poke me in and you hit. Good. And you step back. And I do the same to you. You parry. Good. That's your first response. This is offensive hand number one. You attack the opponent's arm, something's in the way, you bridged. I'm going to get that out of the way and hit him. Your response is always going to be to parry. Good. And again, just relax and kind of let me poke your arm in. Don't push out.
Yeah.
Just because again, in this drill, you're not, as the recipient, you're not trying to push out. You're trying to let me feel what it means to poke an arm in. Because ideally, the opponent's not going to know I'm going to do this, so he's not going to know to push out. It's going to be random. He's just going to put his hand in and bang, and he's going to what the fuck, and you can get hit.
Right. Yeah.
So when you come to poke me, notice how I don't do that. Feel me pushing out against you?
Yeah. So
So if you do it again, see, I just let my arm go while I let you pin my elbow to my core.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to do it to you. Right. Good. Good. Good, man. Stay relaxed. Shoulders. Alright, so that's number one. We've done that a lot of times before.
Yeah.
That's actually the best it's ever been.
Cool.
And with that doigak ma, see, now you have a sense of, oh, I'm angled. See,
Yeah.
so that, again, you're standing here, that guy tries to punch me in the face, right,
Yeah.
with this hand,
Oh yeah.
right? So I'm standing here, I don't want any trouble. He tries to hit me in the face with one of these hands.
Right.
But all that's going to happen at once. It's like, oh shit.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then
Right. Yeah.
kick him in the
Good
leg.
eye.
Yeah, goodbye, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, but
Cool.
so that's offensive hand number one.
Cool.
Now we're going to learn offensive hand number two.
Okay.
So when you attack me, if I'm a skilled opponent, now in truth, number one, do it. When you attack me, I'm not supposed to parry because you hit me. And I don't want to ingrain that mechanism in a student. I want
Well, it
you
makes
always-
more sense to be
just go ahead and
reactionary.
parry. Right, right.
Makes
But
sense.
again, you're helping me feel the concept of hitting my opponent. I just don't agree with that aspect. I understand the logic, but I think it's better to parry. But the reason why they don't is to set up for number two. Now, number two is assuming your opponent parries, you want to respond to the parry. Go ahead. Now, by retracting your arm back on the elbow movement line, just pull it straight back on, not that far though, just enough to be past my hand. Yep, and then you go back and hit me. This
Oh.
hand. Punch me in the face.
Oh,
Punch me.
I punch you.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Oh.
So that's the response. So I'm going to do it to you. So just parry like normal.
Oh,
Don't
nice.
resist. Don't get your hand up.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
See, now we call
Let it-
those
let it
habits.
fall.
We call those habits of. We call it hyper defensiveness.
Okay.
Hyper defensiveness in the end will slow us down, and we work that mostly out in chi sao. Because chi sao, you're rolling, something happens, and you start to flex and
Right.
push out. You know, that's called hyper defensive techniques. That's
You gotta
bad.
relax.
Yeah, you gotta relax.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning that, and I get scolded for that quite often. But the thing they tell me is the reason why I want to avoid hyper defensive techniques is number one, it makes you tense, and obviously makes you flex, it makes you stiff. But number two, when you're training with a training partner, it can number one prevent them from feeling the right energy. You know, the hyper defensiveness, the flex, you know, not allowing them to feel. And number two, sometimes when you're hyper defensive, you can accidentally hurt somebody.
Oh, right. That
Because,
makes sense.
you know-
You're being jerky.
Yeah, being
Yeah,
jerky.
you could do something.
And I do that all the time, and I have to be like, just relax, you know,
Yeah.
because you get into larger sequences and you
Right,
start
right.
getting tense. And,
Right.
but that's just something to be aware of. So when you pop me in here, I'm going to parry, and then you feel that push, that extra push. See, I'm going to overcommit to my parry. That's what you want to do.
And I just roll around with human style.
Well, you just want to pull back and fire.
Pull back and fire.
Pull back and fire.
Okay.
That's
All right.
literally it. Just, oh, I got met there. But again, you don't want to go that far. Just as far as you need to.
Okay, cool.
Right. And instead of focusing on letting your wrist roll at all, just pull straight back, keep it straight, and fire it back straight. Right, good. And when you fire that shot again around, keep it tight on the Fuchsau line, on the inner gate. Right, really cut me down. Just in terms of where your elbow is. Keep my arm pinned. There you go. Good, good. Good, yeah, see, my feet did this because you drove towards my center of mass. And see, I'm angled the wrong way, so I couldn't absorb it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that was good. So now I'll do it to you. Now what you need to do is when you parry, overcommit. And all I mean by that is just push out a little bit. Don't push out a little bit. You can push out as much as you want, but you know, just overcommit to it. So I'll come in, and again, just let that arm stay down. Don't be like something fast is gonna happen. We'll do it slow. You know, we'll do it slow. So it'll good. And then you do it to me. Right, and really respond. You feel that push, just pull out of the way. You want to go that way? That's fine. I'll just stay here where I can relax.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, cool.
Good. Now do it to you, and be relaxed with that arm when this happens. Good, good.
Oh,
See, I'm sorry, I was
stuck.
I was loose. And again, it's
was
because you
me.
tried to roll.
I know, but I already got tense with it too, and you felt it. And you were like, ah.
Sorry, man.
No, it's all good.
Go ahead, do it again. Good, good. And don't quite be as fast. Be concise, deliberate. Go ahead. Good. One more time. And again, make sure you're retracting
Yeah,
and firing back.
forward.
And again, it's just this
Right, I want to think it's something
around.
else.
Right, and again, it's one of those optical illusion things. It really is just.
Yeah.
One more time here. Right, good. And instead of speed, I want, and the speed's good, that's good. I just want to make sure you're retracting.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure you're retracting. So one more time here. Yeah. So and just to make sure we overemphasize it, just do it one more time. Now freeze. Now I want you to retract back, but don't bend your wrist. See, you bent your wrist?
Oh, okay.
Just pull it straight back. You see?
Oh.
See, you still even just make sure you pull.
Still want to do it now.
There you go. Just pull it straight back. There you go. Yeah. See, I'm pushing. And see, yeah, that's good. And even try and just really get back to that elbow movement line. Fire it back. Because in our school of Wing Chun, that is not traditional. In traditional Wing Chun, you never hit with the same hand twice. It's very untraditional because they don't want your hand to get called up. If one hand gets attacked, then that hand automatically defends and the other hand automatically attacks because fighting is only theoretical, not realistic at all. So, lots of times hitting with the same hand is very effective because it's just belligerent, it's aggressive, it's blitzkrieg, and also sometimes it's the most efficient thing there.
And sometimes you wouldn't expect it. So
Exactly. And it's
more
simple as
effective
fuck.
that
So
way.
why am I going to train, oh, this hand gets met with something, let me do another technique. Why do I want to try and train to do another technique when the same technique I have could easily work if I just reapplied it?
Right.
So
yeah.
basically all you're doing with this technique here is
You're going, it didn't work yet.
I'm going to reapply it again. Oh, that punch didn't work. I'm going to just do it again.
Yeah.
The same technique, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead. Good. And I want you to just relax.
My
do
bad.
it slow.
Sorry,
Focus
I think I
on
did
the
that.
retracting. Good. Now really don't bend the wrist. Just pull the hand back. Even if you have to pull it back far. I want to feel, I want to feel the back of your hand back away from the
Alright,
ball.
cool.
Good. Very good. Just like that. Right. Good. See, it upset me. So I had to move. I had to step. So that's good. So that's number 2. So that's only
Number 2 is like retracting fist.
yes. Number 2 offensive.
Hot da is the first one.
Yes, and then pop da da.
Hot da da.
Pop da da.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, pop da da.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. Okay, where's my pen?
All right. So if you wanted to make it into a list, this is the first of 10 offensive hands.
Yeah, that would be cool actually.
So you can just make a column for 10 offensive and 10 defensive, and that makes 20. The 20 hand box out.
With 20 hands.
20. The 20 hand box out.
No, where's oh, this will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9,
That's it.
And then there's
Pak
Pak.
Dada.
Pak Dada. Alright, cool.
Yep. Now we'll look at the first two defensive hands.
Attack. Defense. Okay, cool.
Right. So again, that concept was if you're the aggressor, I'm moving in to hit. In this case, we're working off a bridge, so we're assuming you hit first, you put something in the way, then you reacted to it, like I showed you previously.
Yeah, okay.
So, but you're the aggressor in that context. Sometimes you're not going to be the one that gets to hit off first. Sometimes the guy's going to hit you first, and you're going to have to defend against that.
Yeah.
Typically, you're going to do the same thing by bridging him, and then you're going to be in the same situation.
Yeah.
Except you're going to be defending in that context,
Gotcha.
based on the sequence in which it's happening.
Yeah.
You're reacting versus aggressing.
Yeah.
So in this case, we're going to work on the first two defensive hands. Now, the defensive hands work, this can just sound more complicated than it is, but we're going to work on the same hand that defends attacks. So the same hand that does the thing that is a
Like the
defensive
Pak
thing.
is gonna do something?
Right, that you're going to pocket, and then you're going to attack with that pocket.
Okay.
Or if you taunt, you're going to
So it's like a Pak
and
dog.
then hit.
type
Right,
thing.
right.
Okay.
Or if, well, we'll work on the first one. So the very first one is, you go to pop me, and when I'm gonna, but first I want to explain this to you. I'm gonna taunt out the shot with
Okay.
this hand.
Okay.
And when I do, I need you not to push into my taunt out. Just let the, see, I take the angle, good, and you kept going that way. You can see you were going that way, I took the angle, so you're still going that way.
Right, yeah.
And then the same hand that defended attacks.
Okay.
You see?
Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do it one more time.
Alright, sure.
And I'm gonna let you get the pock in. Make sure you get the
Okay.
make sure you get the pock in there.
Okay, cool.
You see that moves my elbow out of the way, and I hit.
Right, yeah.
I see I step in to really get that elbow in there. Okay, so
Yeah.
now you try.
Okay.
I'm going to pock sal you, and when I do, you're gonna take that angle.
Okay. Alright. So.
Right. So
And then-
take a step back though.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah. Good. Very good. Do it again. Just relax. Just relax. You were in the right place. Just need the right wrist. No dorsal. Okay, so. And get that good taunt out first. Yep. And then here, just step towards me at the
Face.
same time.
Oh.
Yep. Good. 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 So I'll do it again.
Alright, and oh snap.
Take the angle.
Alright,
Right.
crap.
Right. It's fine. Good.
Alright.
And then. Right. And make it simultaneously as I'm going to pop.
Alright, cool.
You do it at the same time, but not the hit, just the taunt
Okay.
out.
Okay. Just the
make
taunts
sure,
out.
Make sure you taunt while I'm popping. You don't taunt afterward. Gotcha. You want it to be a response to
Yeah.
feeling that energy. Cool. A response to feeling that energy. Good, good. See, you were like, no, I don't want to get popped. Now I'm going to hit you with this hand that's really ridiculously close to your face. Okay, so that's number one.
Okay.
In defense.
What's that called? I guess
That'd
that's
be tanda.
Tanda.
Now make sure you put same hand. You need to make a distinction between the ones that are same hand and opposite hand.
Same hand.
Yes.
These are all same hand.
Yeah, these are all in a different relationship because these aren't defending.
Those are different hands, but this is the two. Okay.
Yeah, you won't need to make that distinction for the offensive ones, just for the defensive ones.
Oh, okay.
So now you're going to do the same thing. We did it with the bridge hand, right? The bridge hand defended,
Right.
because you attacked,
Right. So.
and I taunt, and I hit with that hand, right?
Right.
So now I'm going to take the hand that wasn't doing anything. I'm going to stop the attack and hit with that hand.
Okay.
So what's going to happen?
So I'm still.
Right.
Ah, I
and
see.
then
I see.
so pop and hit off that
The
hand.
opposite hand.
Right. So you're going to do the back hand, and
So. Okay. Got
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah.
So then,
Move back a little bit.
okay, one more time.
Yeah. So.
Right. Bang.
Yeah.
So popped off.
Different hand. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the
Sure.
back hand, but it's the same hand. Still the same hand attacking.
So it's a pot. Is it pot da?
Mm-hmm.
Pot da, same hand or opposite hand?
Same hand, and then put back hand.
Same hand, back
Yep.
Cool.
You see, and the
Right, because the other hand is the one that's.
right.
Yeah.
So it's your back hand, but it's still the same hand that's doing the blocking mechanism. Is
Yeah.
still the same hand attacking.
Cool.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this case, if I do the ton one,
Yeah.
it's the same hand attacking. So if I do the pot sal, it's the back hand but it's still the same hand that
Right.
attacked that attack.
Okay,
See what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so the same hands are doing it.
Okay.
And you gotta be symmetrical, so we're doing the front hand, same hand block attack, the back hand, same hand block attack.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and just for the sake of making this well-rounded, I'll now show you 3 and 4. You don't have to necessarily retain these, but okay. So now, for this,
Whoa.
so I take
That
the
was
angle the
awesome.
other
Do that
way.
again. Do that again. Whoa.
So like you go in, and again, when you do this, good. Keep going the other way. Don't try and chase me. So just to help me angle that way.
So you
Set the trap in both arms.
or arm.
Yeah.
And then foot out.
Yeah, right. So I
Yeah,
pop,
or-
but it's
wow.
pox out. It's a pox out.
Pox out.
But when I'm doing it with the proper energy, I'm bar arming off of it.
Right. Yeah.
And again, because they're not separate, everything kind of
Yeah. Right. Right.
the
right.
structure's there. That's why you're learning.
Yeah, yeah,
Again, you
yeah.
don't apply the techniques separately. They're concepts. They're not
Yeah.
techniques.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So again, you come in, and I'm taking the opposite angle. So you notice on the other ones, I angled this way.
Right.
So now the other 2, 3 and 4, I'm gonna come on this side.
Okay. So it's left back bracing for the first 2, or
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to put
Okay,
that. It'll make sense.
right. Yeah.
In
I
the context
don't want to
of-
go like. Oh,
Yeah, I know what you mean, and you know, like I keep a notebook personally where I have the drills written down and have more elaborate.
Yeah.
So you can make, you know, you can have your list here and then like have a notebook
Right.
there.
Right.
That's what I do. Like this stuff. Sometimes I'll take a notebook.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
class.
Yeah. Show me. What's 4?
Okay, so 4 will be the backhand is a fin. So basically, let me explain this. First 2, same hand, attacks, same side.
Okay.
See, it's on the same side. It didn't change sides. It's on the
Yeah.
same side that it was on, and I defended and attacked with the same hand.
Yeah.
So here, the number 2, same side,
Yeah.
backhand, same hand attacks.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so now it's going to be same hand,
The other way.
opposite sides. See, now I'm on the other side of your arm. That's really the distinction.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it will make sense because, I'll just explain this.
Yeah. It's the
Anyway,
opposite.
It's just the
You're
opposite.
shifting the opposite way.
Right.
Taking control.
So I want you to experiment with this. And this is very awkward, so don't feel weird if this is awkward. It just
Okay.
is. So you're going to take this hand. When I pop, I'm going to be heading deep this way. You're going to not do this. You're going to basically just drop the arm the same way. And remember that unhinging this
Yeah.
and allow it to. And as you're taking the angle, see, if you just drop the arm and take the angle, it automatically puts you there. You don't have to do any elaborate.
Okay, I see.
It just puts you there.
I got you.
And then I'm going to end up on this side. So when I go to pop, drop the arm, take a bigger, so you didn't step, you just
Oh,
shift it.
right.
Okay. So just take a step. Right, and see I'm going this way and you hit me with that hand. Pops out. Right, good. That's right. And remember,
Right.
space, there we go. So I come in. Right, but pops out is. Do it with the intention, so you pops out me here.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, just.
Go ahead and hit me. Just go ahead and do
Oh.
it. You do it. So that's a
Ah,
pops
I
out.
see.
And again, if you watch me do it, it's not this. I'm not trying to get around. See, it's really just, but not that deep. I don't drop it that far, but that's just an exaggeration. My arm's bowing out and
Right.
then coming around very directly.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's really just this.
Okay. Yeah.
And again, you do it here in the form.
Right. All the time.
All the time.
Right. Yeah.
And so you've got that ingrained if you just allow your neurological connections to make that ideological connection to what you're actually doing. So it's right. And see, in that case, if I stay hard on you like that, you can trap that arm and leave this one. That's fine. But ideally, I'll go hard and you'll get under both. Right, and then hit me with that hand. And then come back to the bar.
And then.
Yeah, yeah. Back.
Oh, okay.
Right, good.
Yeah.
To keep me covered, right.
Okay.
So that's number 3. Number 4 is going to be the backhand on the other side. And as you can
Okay.
imagine, it's just basically when you go to pop me here.
Okay.
So the backhand defends,
Backhand does
And
the top
then
from the
it
opposite
hits.
angle. Yeah. Okay.
This is the same hand attack.
Cool.
Same hand defends, attacks in these first 4. Cool. So the same hand that's doing something is the one that's going to attack right afterwards. And that's a Wong Chun Leongism.
Yeah.
That's not a traditional Wing Chun thing, like I said. Traditional Wing Chun, they don't do same hand does something. So if I was to taun, I'm not going to hit you with that. I'm going to taun and hit you with this, and then after I hit you with this one's now going to attack because this one just attacked. Nothing can
Yeah.
repeat
Yeah.
because they think it's quicker. It is quicker, only technically. You can work up the speed and the looseness to do it. And Wong Chun Leong found it was just more effective.
Yeah.
So lots of times we're doing, you know, oh, that shot came in, I'm gonna just go ahead and attack him right
Yeah.
off that instead of
Yeah.
being like, oh, I have to do this.
Oh, right.
If I keep my hand here, it's still able to defend.
It's already there, so you
guarding
already
myself.
defended. Yeah. Right.
So why would I go ahead and put this one
Well,
out there?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like you can do two things with one hand, and then you've got the other one free for whatever.
Whatever you need to do. Mainly still being there guarding your ass in case something you don't expect happens.
Right.
You know, if you put this hand out here, now you're sitting there with both fucking arms out there.
Good,
Right. If you got your roots out always watching, you can
Right.
keep your head movement and keep yourself guarded.
Yeah.
If you need to, you know.
Yeah.
And we're looking to, but, you know, again, obviously all this is over contextualized because we're doing drills. In a real fight, you don't know what's going to happen, that's the point.
Yeah.
So you're just learning mechanisms. What you do in a fight is going to literally be because that's just accidentally what you did.
Right.
And so we're trying to make sure the things you accidentally do right.
Yeah.
So
So good things to do.
Right, you know.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Oh, dude, do it, gangster. Oh. Oh.
Killer, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, thanks for the help, man.
No problem, man.
Let's kick ass, dude.
But those are ways to make that basic pop and style drill, which is essentially offensive game number one.
Yeah.
You start elaborating on it and building your mechanical repertoire, or your, you know, what's in your response mechanism. Because not always one thing's gonna happen.
It makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, I mean, it seems like the whole idea of the whole thing really is like, okay, I want to make sure that, you know, this is going to work, or whatever. It's like you're not going to have time to think about it, is what, that's the truest thing, I think. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like you drill all that stuff, so when something does happen, you just like react to it.
Right.
You don't have to think about it.
Exactly. And that's exactly right.
Because you're not going to have time to think about it.
Right. And so treating Wing Chun like a martial arts form of techniques that you have to apply is treating Wing Chun like a museum that you have to keep clean and that you have to honor. You have to make sure all the none of that shit matters. And not in combat.
Yeah.
Now, when we're preserving the form, when we're talking about the martial arts system, sure, we want to make sure that the same way generally, this, you know, maybe a couple modifications to adapt to modern times, but we want to hold the culture of the Wing Chun pure, because that's important. But in combat, that idea is an idea. Like, you can't take that idea of Wing Chun purity and hit somebody with it.
Right.
You can only hit them with your fist, your hand, or your knees or your feet.
Yeah.
So, like, you're going to need, what you do in real life needs to be something that's raw and practical and not trying to honor anything. No, you know, like, if somebody comes up to you and tries to hit you and you pox Sal and your result is you headbutted the son of a bitch in the face and he just fell down and you ran away, we never practiced the headbutt in the Wing Chun system. But if that's what you did,
then
because of your instincts of Wing Chun to be direct,
if it worked, it works.
and guess what? There's not going to be some Wing Chun angel that descends out of the sky right then and strips you of your rank of Wing Chun and just says you have dishonored Wing Chun. Like,
those people.
you can't even practice Wing Chun anymore because you did so.
Man.
That's the way some people treat it, though. Man.
Right,
so just be
right.
wary of that. Like, in your study on YouTube, in your study of literature of Wing Chun, as I know you'll buy books and read, be careful because there's a lot. If it's not coming from the Ip Chun, Tony Massengale, or which is all, you know, all under Ip Man. If it's not coming from that, or if it's not coming from Wong Chun Leong's line, namely Wong Chun Leong, Gary Lamb, or David Peterson, it's probably going to have a lot of convolution in it. So just watch it and make sure, and just look for those things, you know. Just be wary of Sifus when you're watching them train on videos where the training partner's just standing there. And they're just like, look at this. And they're not, the training partner's not even angling, not reacting, not angling. You know, everything we do, we're discussing angle at all times. If I take this angle, you take this angle, because you probably would. You know, so it's like, ugh.
Crazy stuff. Yeah. No, it makes, it's so weird, I guess, like, because, I mean, it seems like we watched a couple videos like that, where a student just like sat there and like,
It's common.
yeah,
Because I mean, it's easy to make a seafood look good,
yeah,
you know, or a so-called seafood in quotation marks.
yeah.
See, I don't even desire to be a seafood above desiring to teach pure Wing Chun. Like at this point in my life, anytime I ever teach anybody this system, that's the first thing I tell them is I'm not a master. I don't want to be a master. I don't want to be called a master. I don't want to be viewed as a master.
Yeah.
I want to show you what I know, which is not complete, and work to get better at this X system of concepts.
Yeah.
Concepts. You know, David Peterson, Wong Chun Leung's top disciple, next to Gary Lamb. That's all he preaches. He's like, Wing Chun is not a form. It's not
one thing.
It's not a style.
I am.
Yes, I am Wing Chun.
I am Wing Chun.
It's formless. It's a formless system of concepts.
Yeah.
That we ironically enough practice within these rigid doi gak ma blah 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 ma.
Right.
But it's ultimately because it's formless.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You gotta have a point of reference. Otherwise, we just be out there trying to do running, flying side kicks, I guess. Whatever we can imagine.
Oh, hell yeah. That was horrible.
What you got?
Oh, well, there's Enter the Dragon, there's Game of Death, there's Way of the Dragon, the Chinese Connection. Oh, I think we watched that one.
We did.
Fist of Fury.
You don't like Enter the Dragon?
I love Enter the Dragon, that's my favorite.
Let's watch it.
We get to skip over the first half.
Why?
Well, I don't know, it is good though. Actually, yeah, my favorite scene is the first part. With the student.
Fucking man, dude. God, man. I just so.
Do it. Okay. Alright, section 4.
Okay, so it's you start out. You keep this hand chambered. And then shift to the right a little harder.
Okay.
So the way this works, every time you do a movement, insert shove. Insert shove. Insert shove. Insert shove. Now you're closing it out. Now you do it on the other side. Insert shove. Long. Insert shove. So between every movement, you insert a shove.
Gotcha.
Now we close it out. Real tight. Section 4.
Alright, whoa, that's awesome. That's cool. So, snap.
Alright, so jump, or sorry, view, and then jut. Jut strike.
Make that a punch though.
Oh, punch.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, alright, cool. And then into that, and then shove,
And then bong.
bong.
With shove. But make that a solid ball.
Oh, solid.
Just like in the normal
Solid
form.
ball.
Right.
Shove.
Right. And then quan, shoving.
Shove.
Now this is a passing through ball.
Passing through bong. Shove.
Right. And
And
quan.
then quan.
They're going to close it out with that tight hand sound on the left hand. Juts out here. Yeah.
Alright, and then.
Yeah, close it out. And then the left hand goes.
Alright, left hand goes view,
Jump.
jump.
Lop, pop. Lop, dop. Yep. And then
Right. And then.
shift to the left harder.
Right.
Yeah. Make
Okay.
that come from your waist.
And then shove.
And then the
Right,
ball.
and bong.
Solid ball.
Solid bong.
Right. Shove. Quan. Shove.
Quan.
Passing through ball.
Shove. Passing through bong.
Shove.
Shove.
Quan. Close it out.
And then close it out. Now I'm on this side.
Right. Which is the normal side.
Right. So.
Right.
And then.
Right. That's
Okay.
section 4, man.
Awesome.
Now, I don't know if you're going to necessarily remember all that because that kind of gets confusing. But really, it's just the same thing on both sides like normal.
Yeah.
And you're doing movements you've already done. You've already done Quan Sao a lot.
Cool.
So the thing to remember is just
Where are you going? Oh, she's going to Nanny's house. I know where she's going. Okay.
So-
Where are you going?
honey, no, come back. I love you.
Yeah, it's Nanny. It's Bonnie's not to stay with Nanny.
Oh, okay.
But she was over Nanny's yesterday, so
So I rated a little bit.
she loves Nanny.
I did too. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
just a-
It's a good thing. Yeah.
But
Cool.
But you know, again, the thing to remember this form is focusing on two main things that we haven't necessarily worked on in this wooden dummy form so far. You're obviously learning your Bu-Sao, and you're learning how to use it to hold multiple lines. So for here, now in reality, what Sifu and what most of us do is I showed you doing this. But see, what would you really want to do? First, you're going to do that arm, really. But
Yeah.
don't think about that right now.
Okay.
That's just a slight modification that we do because it's more practical and it's more realistic.
Yeah.
But in traditional form,
You, da, or jut. Ah, yeah.
jump.
Yeah, jump.
That's a jut.
Jump.
Notice that I'm loading that with hip energy
Yeah.
so that the focus is in this elbow being in that position and driving towards the center of mass. I'm actually sending my elbow towards the center of mass. The same way you're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay? So we say. Every time. So you're used to doing this, right?
Right.
You're on this side, you've been doing this, okay. So you're
Right.
used to that.
Yeah.
So just remember every time, po pei. So this is called po pei.
Okay.
P-O space P-E-I. Po pei. Means butterfly palms.
Cool.
Butterfly palms. So, alright, every time insert a shove here. Good big step. And close it out. So the only time you don't do the shove after the quan is on the closeout section.
Okay.
And you'll know what the closeout section is because you're going to do both sides. So you just, you know, up. Now you're doing the left side. Or it's left side, your right side.
Right.
Now you're doing the other side. Guess what? You're going to close it out because you do both sides. It's really simple to remember that way. And then you do it on the opposite side. Now you're doing the right side. Now you're going to do the left side. And then guess what? Closing it out. You're done. So what's really trippy is at first the sequences seem long. But in
But
terms
then
of
they don't.
Yeah, they're not. They're
That
actually
makes
really
sense.
short.
Right. So
That's
you
why
can
they're
do it
cinema.
really fast.
Yeah.
No, I noticed that with the first and the second form. Like when you do them like back to back, it's like, man, it feels like 2 minutes, and you're like, it was 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like you just start running through. It's like time just like evaporates.
And eventually you get to the point, just like with scales and chord shapes and shit, it's like, I go up to the wooden dummy and it's like, I don't even realize what I'm doing before I'm sitting here doing every section.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. And it feels normal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it'll be.
Cool.
Especially section 2 for me. I'm just like, oh. You know, it's just like, you
Right.
start to get those sequences so
You get the
memorized.
flow.
Yeah, and that's when it starts to get fun, especially on the wooden dummy, when you start relaxing and flowing around a little bit.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, man, I don't know if you'll
Awesome.
remember that, but I hope you do, because it's...
Man,
I think now
you know, I
that-
think with most of this, it's almost like you practice what you do remember, and then when you come back in, it's like, oh, I forgot. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But now that you know the sequences, maybe try watching just a video
Yeah.
of somebody doing the wooden
Oh,
dummy.
I
form.
downloaded the Wong Chun Leong and I've been watching that, but like seeing it and doing it's two different things.
Just for now, try and find somebody doing the hip mon line, because
Okay,
Wong Chun
cool.
Leong's wooden dummy form is significantly different.
Oh, okay. All right.
Significantly
Cool.
different. And it's and the forms, the open hand forms, his variations are slight,
Okay.
and this form still holds very true. But
Yeah.
he actually totally, the middle sections, like section 3 and 4, aren't the
Yeah.
same.
Oh, okay. All
They're
right. Cool,
different.
cool,
He does some things out of order and modifies a couple of things.
Okay,
He has
cool,
little
cool.
things like this, like the same hand, yet again doing multiple things.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And,
yeah.
so, a lot of that we
I'll see
don't
if I can
have.
find something a little bit clearer.
And you know, if you can find
your Sifu, if I can find your Sifu.
he's supposed to have a fucking video of that bastard up already of him doing the wooden dummy. I've been chastising him about it.
Yeah.
Put a video up if you're doing the wooden dummy so I can watch it. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna put it on YouTube, I swear. Okay, well,
Okay, I'm waiting.
Waiting, you fucker. But like, he
Yeah.
hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, he hasn't done it yet. But there's just type in Hitmon dummy form,
Okay,
and
cool.
there'll be like this Chinese guy with his shirt tucked in, his pants up.
Doing classical.
Doing really classical.
Okay, cool.
And he does a couple of weird things at the end of the form that aren't really in the Hitmon line. I don't know what the fuck it is, actually.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the form, he sits and does this weirdness. It's not weird, it's practicing that circle stepping into our Dorigatma.
Oh.
But it's not really in the traditional form. He just add that in. But all the first sequences you'll see are the same. He'll start out, and he'll single hand, second hand. And then you'll see him kind of almost hop. He does this weird, like,
Okay.
to sink back down to load that lock.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
you'll see it, and he's really compact. He stays stuck because he's really traditional. And he steps like really far for this for some reason. He steps like. We don't do that. We're
Right.
farther back.
Yeah.
We're not like crossing the
Right.
line.
Right.
you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But he does.
Yeah.
and he stays real stuck. But it's the same form, and you should be able to watch all the sequences. The part that looks most confusing is the one I just showed you.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes when you're not used to watching it, you'll feel like they do one side more than the other. You'll feel like they go boom, boom,
I see.
and then boom, 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 boom.
Right, it's like, whoa, yeah.
You'll see one side more, but it's really just each side once on each side.
Okay.
So awesome, that'll help out.
Man, thank you, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
those sections are simpler.
Yeah.
They just look more convoluted, but there's not much happening there once you learn
Yeah.
the structures.
Okay.
It's just the same movements repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah, like back and forth. Yeah.
Right,
Cool.
and it's all stuff you've already done. Like, you know, in section 3 here, you've already done the Chun Q.
Right. Right.
You've already done this motion. And you've already done this motion several times. You know, just in form 2.
Right.
And again, you're moving that just the same way as if your hand was there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
You've already learned it. The only new thing is your hands doing this.
Right.
So
But it's like doing the two together.
It's strange. It's strange. That's why you just got to feel like you're letting this elbow, you just stick it out. So your shoulder and your core pull it. But yeah, it's just a lot of repeated movements, and with that fourth section there, you know, this is just simple enough. You've already done Busao. Not in the form before, but we've done it before in real life, and we've done it in Silentao. We see it in Silentao.
Yeah.
So we've already practiced our BG. We've already done jump Sao several times like that. You know, in the first form several times, and in the second form several times. You do jump Saos at certain points. And we've already done our lops and our das. You've already seen Quan Sao like this, right? In the first form, after your da da da, and you come through, and you
Yeah. So it's just a different sequence.
there's different sequences, right? And it's like that can help the memorization of it, to like see and know like what every movement is, and just to realize how it's not a maze of complexities.
Yeah.
That it's a very simple, symmetrical thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just we're gonna do both sides of this repetitive technique. Each section's only focusing on one or two techniques.
Yeah.
It's like and then ultimately they're kind of the same techniques. And so you're just like.
Oh yeah.
When I was first learning it, this fourth section took me longest to learn of all sections. Like it took me like 2 weeks just to memorize it because I kept getting the sequences confused. Like how many times do you shove? How many times?
Right.
But it's just one on each side, one repetition. And every time you do a technique, there's a shove. So every first part of that Quan Sao, insert shove. Long Sao step, insert shove. Quan Sao, insert shove. Long Sao step, insert shove. Quan Sao is the closing out, so you don't insert shove.
Yeah.
So every time. So basically there's 4 popé. You just shove 4 times, right? That's another thing that can help you remember. 1 shove, 1 shove, 1 shove. Okay, and then you do it on the other side. 1 shove, 1 shove.
Awesome, man. Thank you, man. That's great.
You want to smoke another cigarette, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Got the stuff on.